Feng Yu was originally a genius graduated from MIT, working as a programmer in a company. However, for some reason, he crossed over to a world called My Little Pony, where he seemed to discover that his origins were not ordinary and encountered an important pony that would change his life. Ziyue, Feng Yu, you are simply a genius. Princess of the universe. Would you like to be my student? Princess of the moon. He is the gentlest pony I have ever met. M6. Feng Yu is our best friend. Chapter 1. Crossing over? I'm in Canterlot. Where am I? Did I really cross over? But why do I look like a pony and a foal at that? Wait, I'm in a trash can. Feng Yu, just having crossed over, still hadn't fully realized the situation. It was only now that he smelled the stench from the trash can. He couldn't do anything but cry loudly. Oh my God, did I die from overworking in the office and now I have to die again? At this moment, Feng Yu, still a foal, couldn't make any sound and could only cry out of instinct like a baby. Just then, an elderly mare heard the noise and came in. She saw the foal Feng Yu and examined his body, suddenly noticing a cute mark on his hindquarters that she was very familiar with. It should be known that a cute mark can only be gained by growing up and discovering one's talents. So this little foal must have been born with his own cute mark. This child's cute mark is this your last hope for me? Well, I will hold on one last time. Little one, I will be your grandmother from now on, and we will live together. The elderly mare looked at Feng Yu with a gaze that seemed to want to pass all her love to him. Feng Yu looked at this old lady with confusion. And at this moment, 3 questions kept running through his mind. Who am I? Where am I? What is wrong with this grandma? Wait, she's also a pony. This looks like the animation called My Little Pony that I watched when I was young. Did I really cross over? Or did I cross over into the animation I watched as a child? No. Why is this old lady staring at my rear? Does she have ulterior motives? But she shouldn't. I'm just a baby. And she looks so kind. I can't see any malice in her eyes. Seeing his cute mark, Feng Yu felt a surge of excitement inside him, as if 10,000 alpacas were galloping through his heart. He was a huge fan of ponies in his previous life, and a cute mark could define a pony's life. As long as a pony is born with a cute mark, it finds its place in the world. He, obviously just born as a foal, already had his own cute mark, a mysterious symbol representing an infinite and biased strip, showing his extraordinary nature. At this moment, Feng Yu was overjoyed. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I crossed over to the world of My Little Pony and became a foal with my own cute mark. This is amazing. While he was thinking this, the old lady had already picked him up and was walking down the street. Coincidentally, it was raining that day. Feng Yu looked at the weather and couldn't help but complain. I didn't even notice it was drizzling outside the trash can. But luckily, a kind old lady took me in. In my previous life, I was an orphan. So in this life, I will definitely enjoy having a family. Oh my God, where on earth was I born? Not only is the street bustling, but this house is also spacious. Could it be that I was born in Canterlot? This is where Ziyue, one of the main characters of M6, lives. Could it be that I coincidentally was born here too? Did I get lucky? Or is this fate? Feng Yu took in everything in front of him, and after a moment of brainstorming, he unconsciously smiled, which the old lady happened to see. The old lady smiled with satisfaction and said, Little one, are you happy to be in your new home? This will be our home from now on. Let me introduce myself. I'm Lisa, and I will be your grandmother from now on. Grandma, Feng Yu, still a foal, used all his strength to squeeze out these 2 words, as if agreeing to be taken in by this pony as his grandmother. After all, in his past life, he grew up alone in an orphanage. Because of his good grades, he was selected to go to school. During elementary and middle school, he was often bullied due to the teacher's negligence. While high school was a bit better, in the end, he managed to get a full scholarship to MIT through hard work. The little one's name hasn't been decided yet. How about I think of one for you? What should it be? Gallet, Heidi, or something else? At this moment, Feng Yu thought, I can accept that I am a pony, but I really didn't think about changing my name. Moreover, my name is quite cool. Why don't I just tell Grandma my name? After all, there's nothing wrong with saying my name. I'm just a little baby, and babies don't have bad intentions. So, Feng Yu squeezed out his name with his not fully developed throat. Feng, 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 Yu, Feng, Yu. The grandmother looked surprised. She looked at Feng Yu's face and said, Feng Yu, that's a nice name. It was windy and rainy when I found you. So let's call you Feng Yu, as a commemoration of our first meeting. My name is Lisa. Little Feng Yu, I am your grandmother Lisa, and we will live together from now on. Seeing Feng Yu so happy, Lisa felt like her heart was melting. But suddenly, Feng Yu sneezed, and his horn released a golden energy beam, almost sending his newly recognized grandmother away. Seeing her little unicorn baby with such powerful magic that almost hurt her, Lisa was not only not anxious, but instead laughed happily. As expected of my grandson, not only did you have a cute mark at birth, but your magic is also very strong. You must study hard and learn to control your magic. Feng Yu took a good look at Grandma Lisa and realized that she was also a unicorn, with a cute mark of a white 10-point star. Grandma Lisa's mane was sky blue, and her hair was silver, flowing smoothly. She must have looked quite beautiful when she was young, and all ponies with flowing hair have strong magic that causes their hair to flow elegantly. We'll be living together from now on. Please take care of me. Then, Feng Yu showed a friendly smile, as if filled with endless expectations for the future. Chapter 2. I am going to school. Feng Yu, get up quickly. You are about to take the entrance exam, Grandma said anxiously. I know, I'll be right there. What appeared was a pony with a half-up samurai hairstyle, a creamy white mane, hooves that were a light gray interspersed with its creamy mane, and pure black hair and tail, with some white hairs at the ends of the mane and in the middle of the tail, along with a pair of light blue eyes that looked quite handsome. 8 years have passed in the blink of an eye. Thanks to my powerful magical talent and the knowledge I gained from my previous life, combined with my photographic memory, Grandma sent me to the Unicorn Genius School. But that's just as well. After all, to enter the main storyline, I must hone my magic. The future defense princess has strong magical powers, and her opponents are tough opponents like Nightmarish Moon, Chaos, the Cocoon Queen, King Zembla, Tyrek, and countless others. If you don't have some skills, you really can't participate in the main storyline. Other transmigrators have invincible cheat systems by their side, but I had nothing in these 8 years. Oh wait, at least I discovered one function. My brain actually has a library like the Earth Library from Kamen Rider Philip. You heard that right. It's the Earth Library of Kamen Rider Philip. Although I can't find out about Feng Yu's origins. The Earth Library not only records events on Earth, but also many magical spells for My Little Pony. When Feng Yu discovered this, he almost jumped out of the window in excitement. However, he calmed down and thought, although transmigrators usually have cheat abilities, I still couldn't figure out why I didn't have one. Since there's an Earth Library, could it be that my previous career as a programmer, constantly dealing with computers, made my brain evolve into a computer? No, that's impossible. Forget it. Why not be happy about having a cheat? Let us just consider it a transmigration evolution, hehe. Feng Yu envied the function of Kamen Rider. In the future, he could just close his eyes during exams and have the answers appear, hehe. As long as he closed his eyes like Philip, he could enter the Earth Library in his brain. This Earth Library also had an added function. 1 minute inside equaled 1 second outside, which made Feng Yu even more suspicious that his brain had somehow upgraded to a computer while studying in Massachusetts. To be precise, his brain operated like a computer, searching for information quickly. However, this caused Grandma to sometimes misunderstand him as a little pony daydreaming and talking to himself, leading her to worry that he might have some mental illness and almost sent him to a mental hospital, which could have caused a huge misunderstanding. Feng Yu, are you ready? Come eat breakfast so we can go for the exam. I'm coming, Grandma. This time, I can say I'm almost guaranteed to pass the exam. With my strong talent and the Earth Library as my cheat, a mere exam is a piece of cake. After breakfast, Feng Yu, guided by his grandma, went to the entrance exam of the Unicorn Genius School. The atmosphere of the school was far better than that of his previous school. The school had several tall buildings, a well-stocked library, and classrooms in a particularly good environment. At a glance, many ponies were diligently studying, which was the kind of environment Feng Yu had longed for in his previous life. He thought to himself, indeed, to ensure students learn well, the environment must be good. Learning in such an environment will surely lead to significant improvement. When he was younger, he had brought quite a few antics to his family due to his magic, accidentally shattering all the bowls on the cabinet with a loud shout, or using the levitation spell to lift the house off the ground. However, he could now control these issues and was sure there would be no more accidents. Confidently, Feng Yu said to himself. Yet he didn't know that saying such things usually led to trouble. Feng Yu, why are you daydreaming again? The exam is about to start, Lisa said helplessly, as if she were always wondering if this child had been through some trauma. Oh, okay, got it, Grandma. You really need to pay attention. Focus your mind where it should be, and control your magic well to avoid causing any trouble, Grandma Lisa anxiously reminded Feng Yu, as this was a significant event that would determine his future. As Feng Yu's grandmother, she naturally cared more about such matters than anyone else. Don't worry, Grandma. For me, this is as easy as drinking water. Just sit back and watch me perform. It will be done soon. Then a cart dragging an egg entered the exam room. Feng Yu was stunned, thinking, what the heck? My exam actually involves hatching an egg? What will hatch from this egg? At this moment, 1,000 thoughts raced through Feng Yu's mind. What kind of arrangement is this? Where did the Canterlot Unicorn Genius Academy get so many eggs for the students to practice on? Or are they just recycling eggs, switching them out if a student fails, leading to a cumulative effect? No matter, according to the original story, Ziyue activated her magic with the help of a rainbow sonic boom, causing a dragon egg to hatch into a dragon. I should be able to infuse my magic into this egg to promote the hatching of the creature inside. Let us give it a try. Fengyu steadied himself, knowing he couldn't get nervous at this moment. Once, he had shot a powerful beam into the sky with magic, which grew larger and larger until he became so nervous it almost went out of control. Luckily, Grandma Lisa used magic to stop everything. Now, Fengyu concentrated all his magic at the horn, thinking of using life magic to infuse this magic into the egg. His heart felt like it was in his throat. At that moment, a golden light poured into the egg. Seeing this, Fengyu felt a surge of emotion, while the egg began to float in the air as if it were about to give birth to a new life. Easy, I can definitely pass this easily. Just keep pushing. However, after a few minutes, the egg remained still. At this point, Fengyu was about to collapse. This egg was a bottomless pit, continuously sucking up his magic. It was draining him dry. How long has it been? Why isn't this egg hatching? Are you trying to drain me completely? Or are you just a greedy glutton? Just as Fengyu was anxious, a sudden sound explosion startled him. At that moment, Fengyu had to focus on controlling his magic to prevent it from going out of control while also trying to hatch the egg. If it weren't for Grandma Lisa's repeated warnings not to use all his strength, Fengyu would have unleashed a wave of Kamehameha by now. But this sudden sound explosion caused Fengyu's magic to erupt instantly. The scene was more severe than Ziyue losing control. First, it created a big hole in the table and wall. Then a burst of laser beams shot everywhere, causing the proctor to turn them into various potted plants. Miraculously, under the circumstances of Fengyu's magic going out of control, the egg absorbed a lot of his magic and directly hatched into a red and gold phoenix, resembling the pet phoenix of the cosmic princess, just with different colors. Seeing the situation turn dire, Grandma Lisa quickly released a magic force field to protect the entire exam room. Fengyu, stop right now and look at all this. Grandma Lisa looked serious, using an undeniable tone to urge Fengyu to stop this chaos. Fengyu immediately realized the seriousness of the situation and concentrated on controlling the magic within him as he saw Grandma's expression. At that moment, it seemed Fengyu gained a deeper understanding of his magic, which was undoubtedly progress for him. At this moment, Grandma Lisa saw that Fengyu had successfully controlled the magic, so she used her magic to restore everything to its original state. What happened? Oh, Fengyu, you passed the exam and successfully hatched this egg. You should know that this egg was brought back by the Cosmic Princess many years ago, and it hasn't been hatched for who knows how many years. You hatching this egg proves your extraordinary abilities. So you have passed, and from today on, you are a student of the Unicorn Genius School. At this moment, a very excited unicorn proctor teacher exclaimed these thrilling words. He had seen many students sent away because of this phoenix egg, and today he finally met a genius who successfully hatched it. You can imagine how happy he was. He even thought to himself that he must do his utmost to nurture this promising little pony. At this time, Fengyu was not thinking about being able to go to school after passing the exam, but rather about how this long-standing difficult problem had been directly handed to him, which had discouraged many students. He had reason to suspect that this was a deliberate targeting. However, he still thought about how he had passed, even though it was a bit twisted, almost destroying the classroom and nearly becoming the culprit who harmed the proctor teacher. If it weren't for Grandma's timely encouragement, today might not have gone so smoothly. So he gratefully said to the proctor teacher, "Thank you. I will definitely work hard. I won't let my talent go to waste. I will study hard and improve every day." At this moment, Grandma Lisa not only breathed a sigh of relief over what had just happened, but was also incredibly happy for her precious grandson Fengyu. She felt immense joy in her heart. Chapter 3. Heart-to-Heart Taco. Grandma, I almost thought I was going to mess things up. Luckily, you were here, otherwise, my future would have been ruined today. It's okay, Fengyu. I told you when you were young that your magic is stronger than that of ordinary unicorns for a reason. You don't need to feel guilty about your powerful magic. On the contrary, you should be happy about it. Having powerful magic is not your fault. You just need to learn to control it. Your magic, like your adorable symbol, is filled with infinite mystery. You should study it well because there are many pitfalls on this path. Grandma Lisa patiently adjusted Fengyu's mindset. After all, only he could know what it felt like to have such things happen to him, and a parent's responsibility is to guide well. However, after that sonic boom, although my magic went out of control, it seems I also gained something from it. I feel like I have comprehended a new way to cast my magic, Fengyu said excitedly, just like a child who has practiced for a long time and finally made progress, sharing the joy with his parents. Then Fengyu concentrated his magic into the air, and points of golden light gathered to form a formation. When the formation was completed and he focused on it, it turned out to be Fengyu's adorable symbol. My goodness, Fengyu, how many surprises do you have for me? Looking at Fengyu, who had transformed his adorable symbol into a formation, she was simply astonished and speechless. However, after a while, the formation could only hold for a short time, and Fengyu found it very difficult. He had to concentrate to control the formation, but soon he couldn't hold on anymore. Phew, wow, this formation is too difficult to master, but I feel like it has no limits and can be developed infinitely. Really? How do you plan to name the formation you created with your magic? Well, as I said, it has a wide range of uses and no limits. And I can integrate many magic elements into it. I want to call it the Infinite Formation. This was the first name that came to Fengyu's mind because his adorable symbol contained a golden M by a strip, which symbolizes infinity. Clearly, this formation has such meaning. That's a nice name, full of infinite possibilities, just like you. You must develop your talent well in the future. Yes, I will. Such a good talent would be a waste if I don't use it well. Alright, let's input some keywords to check the uses of my formation. The first keyword is formation. In no time, the Earth Library underwent a tremendous transformation due to the keyword Fengyu inputted, and many shelves of books about formations appeared before him. The second keyword is development. And the third keyword is magic integration. Immediately, a book about formations came out from one of the shelves. Fengyu saw the book move out and quickly took it. He had to say that the Earth Library was incredibly convenient. By inputting keywords, he could get the information he wanted. His only cheat was this space that could only enhance himself and couldn't be used as a weapon. Alright, enough talk. Let's see the uses of my formation. Fengyu opened the book and began to study the development and uses of his formation. In the evening, Grandma, why is my magic so strong, yet I always can't control it, like this morning's exam, which always leads to disaster? I really feel like I can't manage this magic. At this moment, Fengyu was feeling very down. After searching for a long time, he still made no progress in exploring his new magic. He could only think of integrating some magical elements into the formation, but he couldn't release them at all, which made Fengyu feel very bad. Fengyu, you should know that nothing appears without reason. There must be a reason for its emergence, and the key is for you to discover it yourself. All ponies don't know why they appear in this world, and no pony will tell you the answer. This is a question you have to discover on your own. It's like when you pick up a seed. When you plant it in the soil, you don't know what kind of plant it will grow into. When it grows up and the time is right, you will know what answer you want. After listening to Grandma's guidance, Fengyu quickly realized that he was still so young and that there was plenty of time in the future. How could he give up now? If he backed down after encountering such a small setback, how could he discover his talent? Yes, I understand now, Grandma. Thank you for your guidance. I feel full of confidence. Seeing Fengyu regain his spirits, Grandma said, that's the right way to think. However, if you want to find your own answer, you need to set a goal for yourself first. What is your dream? I haven't thought about my dream yet, Fengyu said, shaking his head helplessly. After all, for the past 8 years, he had been studying magic and the meaning of his adorable symbol, but he still had no clear idea about dreams. Then can you tell me what your dream is, Grandma? Fengyu couldn't think of an answer, so he turned to ask Grandma, since he couldn't come up with an answer himself. Well, my dream when I was young was to hope that all ponies could live in a world of love and peace. My current dream is to see my little Fengyu grow up quickly. I really want to see how you look when you grow up. You must be very handsome. Love and peace. Well, since your dream when you were young was this, then I have decided that your dream is my dream. I also want to see such a world. As for growing up, I can wait slowly. After all, I am only 8 years old. Just like you said, when the time is right, I will naturally have the answers I want. Huh. At this moment, Grandma Lisa took a necklace from around her neck. She looked at the necklace and then at Fengyu, her eyes seeming to convey a certain determination. Since I have determined my dream, I must work hard to achieve it. This necklace was given to me by a very important pony when I was young. Now I give it to you. It will bring you good luck. Please accept it. Fengyu looked at the golden necklace in front of him, which had a black cord and a silver frame shaped like a 10-pointed star, with a golden gem embedded in the center. However, what was strange was that it emitted a golden light when close to Fengyu. He used magic to levitate the pendant in front of his eyes and felt that there was a very powerful magical force within the necklace. Oddly enough, this necklace felt very intimate with Fengyu's magic, as if it could resonate with him, making it seem like the pendant was crafted specifically for him. Grandma, why do I feel such a close connection to this necklace? Didn't you say it was given to you by a very important pony? Since you want to give it to me, is that really okay? It's fine. That important pony of mine has long since passed. And the one who is now very important to me is you. Of course, you can accept it. As Lisa Grandma spoke, her eyes seemed to well up with tears. Seeing her expression, Fengyu felt he could not refuse, so he put the necklace around his neck. Strangely, once the necklace was on Fengyu, no other pony could take it off except him. This necklace gives me peace of mind. Grandma is getting old, and I don't know when she will leave you. This pendant is the most important thing to me, and entrusting it to you gives me comfort." When she divided her dreams into the young and the current, it became clear that Grandma's greatest wish was to see Feng Yu grow up, hoping she could accompany him until he was grown so she could rest easy. "Don't worry. Your magic is so strong, and your health is so good, you will definitely live a long time. I hope Grandma can see me grow up. I know you worry about me. You want to see me grow up so that I can stand on my own and you can feel at ease. Don't worry. Even though I'm only 8, I can definitely take care of myself. It's as easy as drinking water." At first, Lisa Grandma felt comforted by his words. But when Feng Yu said the last sentence, her expression fell, and she directly gave him a hoof to the forehead. "Ever since you were little, saying such things has never ended well. You said the same thing during the exam today. How can I be at ease with you like this?" Feng Yu helplessly rubbed his head, which had been tapped, and smiled. Grandma, you don't understand. To do great things, one must have confidence. This is me showing confidence. That's just arrogance. And you act like it's a matter of course. Do you want me to hit you?" Grandma, I was wrong. Please, don't." Feng Yu silently thought, how is this like the week-old pony you just mentioned? This hurts so much, sob. Chapter 4. Starting the experiment. Since Feng Yu started school, he has been studying magic and formations, spending almost every night reading in the Earth Library. In the morning, he would go to school, practice formations, and also engage in physical training. After all, no matter how powerful the software is, if the hardware isn't strong enough, true strength can't be unleashed. However, heaven does not disappoint those who work hard. In the 6 months of attending school, Feng Yu has already mastered formations with ease. But he still needs to add some skills to the formations, as the uses of infinite formations are limitless. After finishing today's studies, Feng Yu felt completely drained. After all, starting to compete at the age of 8 is tough. After a long day of classes and the tasks he set for himself, he was truly exhausted. As he finished speaking, the horn on his head shimmered with a golden light, and the infinite formation appeared before him. Without hesitation, Feng Yu stepped inside. At the same time, a formation that mirrored Feng Yu's appeared in his room, with golden runes that made the formation look mysterious and sacred. The formation opened, and within 2 seconds, Feng Yu emerged from it. This was the first skill Feng Yu developed from the formation. Its function was similar to the teleportation magic of unicorns. As for why Feng Yu didn't use teleportation magic to flash to his desired location like Ziyu, it was because Feng Yu found that the teleportation function he developed in the formation was more effective. Unicorns' teleportation magic requires a strong magical power to use, and if they want to teleport other ponies over a distance, the magical cost increases. Feng Yu's teleportation formation requires much less magic than ordinary teleportation magic. It only needs a little to activate the formation. What's more, Feng Yu's teleportation formation doesn't limit the number of ponies or distance. As long as it is a place Feng Yu has been to or can see with his own eyes, his teleportation formation can teleport there. Additionally, during teleportation, the ponies' bodies and physiology don't feel much, unlike the situation where Ziyu used teleportation magic with Sui Long and accidentally burned him. When Grandma saw this, she realized Feng Yu was behind her and quickly reacted. She looked at Feng Yu and said, "I say, Feng Yu, even if you want to practice the teleportation formation, you should come in through the front door." Lisa Grandma looked at Feng Yu with an exasperated expression. After all, ever since he comprehended formations during the exam, he rarely used the front door in the 6 months since he diligently practiced and developed the teleportation formation. Feng Yu, on the other hand, smiled and said, Grandma, I just want to practice magic more. After all, my magic is pretty strong. How can I not practice? Always so glib. Get ready for dinner." Lisa Grandma was used to Feng Yu's antics, but she was still generous. The first time she was startled, she accidentally broke her cup and gave Feng Yu a light hoof to the forehead. At that time, he was just as cheeky as now, saying, "Grandma, I didn't mean to. I'll do it again next time, The result was another light hoof to the head, but Lisa Grandma was still concerned about Feng Yu. I am the cute divider. Palo let out a call from her mouth to express her longing for Feng Yu. After all, it was Feng Yu who brought Palo into the world, so naturally, she had a lot of goodwill towards him and might even see him as a father. As for Palo, instead of the orange color that other phoenixes have, she had the same golden color that shimmered from Feng Yu's magic on her horn, although her body still had some red. At first, Feng Yu was puzzled as to why the phoenix he hatched was different in color from most phoenixes. Later, during the 6 months Feng Yu spent with Palo, he felt that her body contained his magic, and he suddenly understood. It turned out that during the exam, Feng Yu infused his life magic into the egg. Palo absorbed it for several minutes inside the egg, and in the end, Feng Yu infused a large amount of magic, causing Palo to absorb almost 50% of Feng Yu's magic to hatch. Having absorbed so much of Fengyu's magic, her body naturally changed because of it. Thus, Palo's color was different from other phoenixes. While other phoenixes were red, orange, and had a bit of gold, Palo was only red and gold, with more gold. From another perspective, it could be said that Palo had Fengyu's genes, which was a bit strange. Palo, come, let's learn magic together. I want to continue developing the uses of the infinite formation. You should join in too. We need to innovate the formation. This requires a lot of imagination and knowledge. Let me think about what magic to invent. My formation is just like the formations I saw in my past life. And I borrowed some methods from the magicians to create some fun formations, but we can talk about those later. Right now, I have thought of an even more interesting magic. When talking about past lives, I can't help but think of my job as a programmer. Speaking of programmers, it inevitably relates to computers. I remember that when I was 18 in my past life, I used a computer and a 3D printer I bought online. I really loved using it to print out the things I wanted. In my past life, I watched an anime where the protagonist traveled to another world to learn magic, using the formulas from the periodic table of elements combined with original magic to conjure golden bows and arrows as firearms. This magic was truly amazing, and I wanted to try it too. As for nuclear weapons, I wouldn't go there. If I accidentally created nuclear radiation and turned this world into a toxic wasteland, it wouldn't be worth it. This magic feels similar to the principle of my 3D printer, condensing magical power and elemental formulas at the horn. Imagining the appearance and size of the item in my mind, and finally integrating the magic into a formation. The formation should print out the item like a 3D printer. Just think, if one day the formations and magic become ineffective, I can make a few firearms first and then pull them out later saying, "Adult, the times have changed." Just the thought of it is thrilling. Without hesitation, I immediately took action in this regard. I concentrated magical power at my horn, which emitted a golden glow. I thought about what to create. Why not gold? The element of gold is composed of trace elements like copper, zinc, iron, and manganese, along with other elements like silicon, manganese, vanadium, and sulfur. With the information in hand, I began the experiment. I visualized the composition, shape, and appearance of gold in my mind, and the golden glow at my horn condensed into a formation. At this moment, I felt very nervous. The formation unfolded to the size of a palm, and smaller formations appeared above and below it. Then, a piece of gold with dimensions of 10 in length, width, and height appeared, but its quality was very poor, with a very dull color. What is this? I asked for gold, and what is this? Seeing this inferior waste, I felt the weight of my task ahead. Wow, I feel like I'm not doing well, so let me pet you more, hee. Palo looked at her dad speechlessly, thinking to herself, how can he be more childlike than me? If I could talk, I would really want to say something to him. All right, since the experiment is already halfway successful, I should give this magic a name. This magic can condense information from my brain at the horn and integrate it into the formation to create what I imagine in my mind. So what should this magic be called? Let's use some keywords. My Earth library also works by inputting keywords. I took out a piece of paper and wrote down all the keywords related to the magic information from earlier. 3D printing, experiment, invention, creation, production, crafting. What should I name it? How about invention and creation? Chapter 5, 17 years old. I finally arrived at the library. Palo, go get me a book. At this point, I had already become a 17-year-old boy, and I graduated from the Genius Unicorn School due to my excellent grades. However, even after graduation, I continued to improve myself and frequently went to the library. Although the books in the Earth Library are quite comprehensive, the learning atmosphere in the library is better. So sometimes I still go to the library to read. Of course, getting the books is something I leave to my daughter, Palo. While I was reading, a small purple dragon came here. His name is Suelong, and he came to the library to help Ziyue get books. Oh my god. Ziyue has too many books to read. These books are about to bury me alive. Suelong was holding a stack of books taller than him, heading to Ziyue's table. But because there were too many books, he lost his balance, and the books started to wobble, just as it seemed like the books would fall and bury him alive. I noticed him. Be careful. I used magic to levitate all the books that were about to fall. However, Suelong was so startled that he fainted and fell to the floor. Hey, it's okay, little dragon baby. The books didn't fall on you. Wake up quickly. Oh, what happened? Thank you for catching all the books for me. I lost my balance when I was moving the books. Maybe I took too many. Hi, I'm Suelong. What's your name? Yeah, what's up? Suelong asked in confusion, not understanding why this handsome white pony was so surprised to hear his name. I realized my reaction was a bit over the top, so I quickly explained, oh, sorry, I just remembered something. Let me reintroduce myself. My name is Fengyu, Feng like maple leaves. And you like feathers. Hello, Fengyu. Wow, your magic is amazing. You caught so many books at once. Hee, it's nothing. Where do you need to take the books? I'll help you. All right, thank you. That would be great. Wow, Fengyu, that bird on your head is so beautiful. Its feathers are both red and gold. It's really special. Suilong was clearly amazed by Paolo's appearance and couldn't help but praise her. Suilong, Paolo is not a bird. She is a phoenix, a noble phoenix. If you call her a bird again, she might get angry. Paolo also cooperatively called out to Suilong, and he laughed it off. Oh, okay. By the way, Suilong, do you really need to read so many books for a little dragon? Or are these books for other ponies? I actually knew these books were for Ziyue, but I couldn't reveal my identity as a time traveler, so I had to ask this way. Oh, these are all for Ziyue. Let me tell you. Ziyue is simply a bookworm. The only places she goes are the library and the Whitebeard Star Festival. Aside from me, she probably has no other friends. Haha. It sounds like Ziyue is quite similar to me. I spend all day in the library. Sometimes I even meditate alone as a little pony. Compared to her, we are quite alike. Maybe I can become her friend. Thus, a pony and a dragon chatted as they walked, and soon they reached Ziyue's table. When Ziyue saw that Suilong was accompanied by a strange little pony, she immediately asked, Suilong, you finally came. Who is he? Your new friend? Ziyue, let me introduce you. This is Fengyu. His magic is super powerful. He was the one who caught all the books for me earlier, and the bird on Fengyu's head is Paolo. She is a phoenix. I placed all the levitated books on Ziyue's table and then chatted with her. Hello, Ziyue. I noticed Suilong needed help while I was reading, so I gave him a hand. Oh, is that so? Thank you so much. You know, Suilong is my reliable assistant, so I might ask him to do quite a bit. Thankfully, you helped him. No need to thank me. Let's just be friends. I heard from Suilong that you're very knowledgeable about magic. I have a very powerful magic that might surprise you. I plan to attract Ziyue's attention with my unique infinite formation. After all, Ziyue is a key character in triggering the main storyline and one of the protagonists in this story. Since I encountered her, I wanted to leave a good impression, making my future path a bit easier. I'm very willing to study magic with ponies who have similar interests, and since you helped Suilong, I have to give you some face, right? Then please take a look. My magic has many variations and might surprise you. My horn glowed with golden light, and a golden formation appeared before them. Upon closer inspection, the patterns of the formation were incredibly mysterious. This was my infinite formation. Ziyue saw the formation released by Fengyu and was first surprised, then excited. For someone who loves learning, there is nothing more delightful than coming across new knowledge. Just like a child discovering their favorite toy. Oh yes, as long as I condense the formation and then inject the magic I want to use into it. This formation can have an equivalent effect. Let me try it out for you. Fengyu condensed the teleportation formation and entered it in front of Ziyue. Just as Ziyue was puzzled, Fengyu emerged from another place. Ziyue felt as if she had discovered a new continent upon seeing this scene, and she excitedly said to Fengyu, Fengyu, your formation can actually replace teleportation magic. What is the principle behind it? What is the ratio of the magic particles involved? And what is the formula in this formation? Hurry up and tell me. The more Ziyue spoke, the more excited she became, even directly pinning Fengyu against the wall. Fengyu was taken aback, having lived alone for 27 years in his previous life. Although he intended to find a girlfriend, he had never even held a girl's hand. Now, he was suddenly pinned against the wall by a girl, leaving him completely stunned. Ziyue, calm down a bit. I will explain everything to you slowly. And please pay attention to your expressions and actions. Upon hearing Fengyu's voice, Ziyue realized her behavior was a bit exaggerated and quickly laughed. Sorry. I just couldn't help it when I thought about learning new knowledge. Suilong chimed in, Fengyu, don't mind her. Ziyue can be like this sometimes. You'll get used to it. I've known her long enough to be accustomed to such things. Let us not talk about that for now. Fengyu, quickly tell me how your formation works. Please share all your knowledge on this topic. I really want to know. Fengyu didn't rush to explain to Ziyue. Instead, he condensed the infinite formation and took out a very thick book from it. The book was about the size of a tablet and as thick as a thumb. Ziyue saw this scene and immediately wanted to ask questions again. Seeing that she was about to start, Fengyu quickly explained, this is my formation, which I named the infinite formation. Since it is condensed from my magic, only I can use this formation. I can't teach it to other ponies. However, I can teach you how to draw runes and use formations. The formation I just used to take out the book is just another way of using the teleportation formation. The principle is simple. I opened a formation in my home that is the same as this one. Then I used magic to retrieve this book from my room and brought it over. After hearing Fengyu's words, Ziyue felt that this thing called a formation was incredibly powerful. However, she was also struck with immense disappointment upon recalling that he said he couldn't teach her. It felt like she had been given hope only to be let down. But Fengyu's last sentence about being able to draw runes revived Ziyue's spirits. I took this book out to show you my research on magic. This is my summary of magic that I've compiled over 17 years, recording all the magic I have seen, including my notes on studying formations. Perhaps it will help you too. You should take a look. Chapter 6. Two Bookworms Really. Of course. Ziyue perked up instantly upon hearing it was about the study of formations. Although Fengyu couldn't teach her how to conjure formations out of thin air, Ziyue still had some interest in this area. How could a learning enthusiast dislike acquiring new knowledge? Then let us get started quickly. Oh my gosh, I've met another bookworm. I think I'll just hang out at old Joe's donut shop. Wait, Suilong, can you take Palo with you? Fengyu saw Suilong getting ready to leave and asked him to help bring Palo along, as leaving her behind would surely bore her to death. Huh, you don't want Palo to follow you? I'm afraid if Palo stays with us, she will be bored. If you're leaving, could you take Palo along to play? I'll treat you to some gems. I know dragons love gems. Gems? Oh, cough cough. That's fine. But will Palo be willing to follow me? However, before he could finish speaking, Palo stood directly on his head, seemingly saying, Dad understands me after all. I don't want to stay here. It's better to go play than to watch them talk about things I don't understand. Seeing that Palo had no objections, Suilong said, All right then. You two chat slowly. When you're done, come find us at old Joe's donut shop. So the two ponies sat at a table, discussing magic while looking through Fengyu's notes. As Ziyue read Fengyu's notes, she couldn't help but think how impressive Fengyu was. He was clearly the same age as her, but understood so much more. He even developed a formation that belonged to him. And his notes were so comprehensive. As they flipped through Fengyu's notes, the position Fengyu held in Ziyue's heart elevated to a new height. She even had the desire to discuss academic topics with him. After all, Ziyue had never had many people to talk to before. She was more suited to befriending books. But Fengyu was able to converse perfectly with Ziyue, answering many of her questions flawlessly. Wow, chatting with you is really enjoyable, Fengyu. Your insights on magic and your notes have left me in awe. There are so many things in your notes that I've never seen before. But it's getting late. Let us go find Suilong and the others. Oh, we didn't realize we've been talking since this afternoon. Let us chat again next time. Wait, Fengyu, can I borrow your notes? I'm very curious about the things in there. Especially the strange methods you mentioned and how they combine with magic to create interesting chemical reactions. Fengyu secretly sighed, thinking, wow, I originally wanted to increase my favorability here. But I ended up pulling out a trump card and skyrocketing my favorability to an inexplicable height. We had such a great conversation. So I guess we know each other now. And you don't mind chatting with me, right? So are we friends now? Fengyu asked seriously, as if he wanted Ziyue to give him a clear answer. After all, he had a strong liking for this girl who had filled his childhood with memories and really wanted to be friends with her. Actually, I'm not really interested in making friends. I think learning new knowledge is more beneficial for me. However, being able to make friends while learning new things is really nice. So I guess we are friends. After chatting for an entire afternoon, Ziyue had already intended to be friends with Fengyu. After all, Fengyu had a wealth of knowledge, and they had many common topics. Being friends with Fengyu would allow Ziyue to learn a lot as well. Since Fengyu initiated the conversation, Ziyue naturally wouldn't refuse. Really? Yay. Fengyu jumped up in joy, as this meant he had taken another step in engaging with the main storyline. It also brought him closer to his goal of researching the magic within himself. After all, the entire plot was related to the story of Six, and perhaps he could find answers while participating in the main storyline. It's getting late. Let us go check on Suilong and Palo, and we can also go to the donut shop to eat some delicious donuts. I promised Suilong I'd give him some gems to eat. That's right, let us hurry. Suilong is probably going to complain about me again. With that, the two ponies hurried over. Why didn't they just use the teleportation formation to get there? That would be a joke. They could chat for days on the way. Why waste that opportunity? Suilong and Palo were not in a hurry at all. The two ponies chatted and laughed as they walked, and before they knew it, they had arrived at old Joe's donut shop. Once inside, they saw Suilong and Palo sitting at the front counter enjoying donuts. From the looks of it, they seemed to have eaten quite a bit. Fengyu greeted them with a smile. Oh my gosh, you finally made it. Palo and I ate a dozen donuts while waiting for you, and now we're stuffed. Palo only had a few donuts, but you guys came way too late. All right, enough with the sulking. I'll treat you to your favorite gems. Eat as many as you want. There are red, white, blue, green, and yellow ones, so feel free to indulge. What? There are so many. Fengyu, I didn't expect you to be such a wealthy little pony. Suilong was shocked. He didn't expect Fengyu to produce so many gems. He thought he would only give one or two, but he turned out to be so generous. Fengyu just smiled and didn't say much. Seeing that there were no ponies around, he quickly set up a hidden corner to create a formation. At this moment, Fengyu's brain was working rapidly. He was using his invention to expand the formation and fly it horizontally into the air, then countless gems erupted out. Oh my gosh, Fengyu. You have way too many gems. Ziyue thought this was the teleportation formation he used in the library, thinking it was moved from his home, but little did she know. These were all conjured by Fengyu out of thin air. Oh, gems, I won't hold back. Suilong saw the mountain of gems and dove right in to gobble them up. Suilong, you just finished donuts. Don't eat so much. It's not good for your health. Ziyue kindly advised. After all, he was still her dragon baby, and she needed to take care of him. While Ziyue was advising, Fengyu hurriedly explained that the formation he just used was not a teleportation, but his own magical invention. Ziyue, let me explain. Those gems are not from my home. They are conjured by my formation. This is my own magical invention that I call invention creation. As long as I think of the components, shape, and size of an item, my formation can conjure it out of thin air. Of course, the consumption of magic power also determines what can be conjured. After hearing this, Ziyue felt like she was splitting apart. Fengyu was simply a genius, creating a magic like that requires immense magical ability and knowledge. The only pony she knew who could create magic was her idol, Whitebeard Xingxuan. And Fengyu was just a pony the same age as her, able to do what Whitebeard Xingxuan could do. She thought she was far superior to her peers, but today, Fengyu's appearance and his use of his self-created magic made her feel that there were greater heights beyond her own. Fengyu, you're simply a genius. I've never encountered magic that can conjure an item out of thin air, and the items created don't even exist. This magic is incredible. You must teach me. After saying this, Fengyu handed his notes to Ziyue. Upon receiving them, Ziyue was as delighted as a child who got candy, and she vowed, I will definitely take good care of this notebook. All right, I don't plan to go to the library tomorrow, so how about we continue chatting here at 9 a.m. tomorrow? Chapter 7. Casual chat, of course. As long as you are willing to teach me, I'm fine with anywhere. Other things are okay, but I'm sorry, Ziyue. I can't teach you about invention creation because this magic needs to be used in conjunction with formations, and I won't teach this magic to any pony. Why? Ziyue didn't understand why Fengyu wouldn't teach ponies. Although he had already explained that ponies couldn't learn it, she wondered why he wouldn't teach other ponies. When I created this magic, I didn't think too much about it. I was just purely thirsty for knowledge. But later, I realized that invention creation has a hidden danger. What danger? That is, anything created is real. No matter what it is, as long as you create it, it becomes real, unless you destroy what you created, otherwise. It will always exist. You can imagine, if many unicorns learned this magic, they definitely wouldn't want to work and would focus on studying this magic. In the end, as long as they learned this magic, they wouldn't need to work, and even if they couldn't learn it, they would desperately try to learn it because as long as they mastered this magic, they would enjoy the pleasure it brings. I knew the pros and cons of creating this magic. Ziyue, you must understand that this world has rules to function normally. If something breaks those rules, then the world could become a bit chaotic. So, I won't teach this magic to any pony, and please promise me not to tell any pony. The fewer ponies who know about this magic, the better. Ziyue was very shocked after hearing this and quickly said, Oh my gosh. I didn't know this magic could create so many hidden dangers. Why are you telling me then? Because we are friends, and I want to see your attitude towards this matter. If you would disregard other factors for new knowledge and recklessly learn it, I would cut ties with you. If you worry about the potential issues this may cause and choose not to learn it, then I would recognize you as a pony. Ziyue, I understand your thirst for knowledge. While knowledge is innocent, we cannot let those with ulterior motives know about this magic. After hearing Fengyu's words, Ziyue felt that he was different from other ponies. Fengyu was not only knowledgeable and capable of creating magic, but also very shrewd, able to think about a problem from many angles. I promise you, Fengyu, I won't tell any pony about this magic. This is our secret. I trust you. And here is the notebook. Besides invention creation, there are many explanations of magic in it. Make sure to read it well. See you tomorrow. Hey Ziyue, I haven't finished eating yet. There are still dozens left. Let me finish before we leave. Fengyu's notes were all excerpts from the Earth Library. Many of the books inside were ones he hadn't seen before. And one could say that the content written in Fengyu's notes was the essence of knowledge from the Earth Library. Oh, you two bookworms have quite a lot in common. Now he even lent you his notes. It seems he trusts you quite a bit. Grandma, let me tell you, I made a friend in the library. Her name is Ziyue, and we get along really well. I plan to continue chatting with her at the donut shop tomorrow. I think today is the happiest day of my life. Wait, let me guess, that Ziyue doesn't have any problems, does she? Grandma, it's not good to say that about a girl. Also, how was I neurotic as a child? Hearing his grandmother belittle him like that, Fengyu was speechless, especially since she was categorizing Ziyue in that manner. Oh, she's a girl. Were you really going to the library to study? I feel like you have other motives. Or have you had your eye on her for a long time? You've been going to the library for months since graduation. Your intentions are not simple. Grandma Lisa understands the thoughts of these young people. She asked that just to tease her grandson. After all, this kid is handsome, but a complete straight man. He only talks about things girls don't understand, so she thought maybe Ziyue would be a bit similar to Fengyu. Grandma, stop talking nonsense with your eyes wide open. She and I are just ordinary friends. All right, you're ordinary friends. Hurry up and eat. Grandma Lisa didn't continue teasing Fengyu. After all, jokes should be made in moderation. If taken too far, they would not be jokes anymore, but rather mockery. The next day, Palo, let's hurry. Ziyue must be waiting impatiently. After all, she was very interested in the notes I made yesterday. She must be at the donut shop looking at my notes and waiting for me to chat. Let's go. Upon arriving at the donut shop, Fengyu entered and looked for Ziyue, seeing her sitting at a table, wanting to greet her. Hi Ziyue, I'm here. Fengyu greeted Ziyue, but it seemed like Ziyue didn't hear him at all. Fengyu directly sat in front of Ziyue, and what a sight it was. Ziyue looked completely unenergetic and was dozing off from time to time, holding onto Fengyu's notebook tightly. Suilong, wake up quickly. Why do you all look so listless? What's going on? Chapter 8, Don't Get Addicted. Fengyu. Oh, you're finally here. Do you know what I experienced last night? What happened? After sending the letter, Ziyue started reading your notes. It wasn't too long before she got so excited that she kept copying your notes at the desk. By 10 p.m., she was still studying your notes. She must have fallen asleep around midnight. I said, Fengyu, what exactly did you write in your notes? Why did Ziyue become like that after reading them? Ziyue looked at your notes while exclaiming, wow, this new thing is amazing. How come I've never seen this in books before? And this magic has such effects. Fengyu's notes have so much information, and they even have illustrations. This could be published as a book, Suilong said with resentment. Fengyu felt helpless. He had just written down information he found in the Earth Library in his thick notebook, yet that information had somehow driven a bookworm crazy. Haha, Suilong. Maybe I wrote a lot of things that you've never seen before. Some of the magic research methods I wrote about are things you haven't encountered, and there might be some exaggeration, but I can guarantee that every word in there is insightful. I even drew some illustrations to make it look less dull for the little pony. When Suilong heard this, he disdainfully replied, oh yeah? You've made my bookworm fall head over heels for your notes, and I didn't get a good night's sleep because of it. All right, Suilong. I'll treat you to donuts today, so don't be upset anymore. Just forgive me, okay? Oh what? Fine. Since you said it like that. I'll forgive you. Hearing this, Suilong agreed. Okay, let's wake Ziyue up so she doesn't keep sleeping. Ziyue, wake up. Fengyu called out to Ziyue several times, but she was still deeply asleep, with heavy eye bags and messy hair, occasionally mumbling in her sleep. All about what she read in Fengyu's notes. Fengyu, unable to bear it any longer, shouted, the Cosmic Princess is here to test you. Ah, teacher. I'm ready. What are you going to test me on? I want to let you down. Upon hearing this, Ziyue seemed to hit a switch and woke up, looking like she was about to go crazy. Ziyue, it's me, Fengyu. Are you okay? So you made yourself look like this? When I came, Suilong was still complaining that your noise last night disrupted his sleep. I also saw that you looked extremely unenergetic and your hair was a mess. It's not like I borrowed from you for just one day and then refused to lend again. Is it really necessary to be like this? Oh, really? I was just so interested in the knowledge written in your notes that I got completely fascinated. You wrote about magic in such detail, and you even included some potion knowledge. Ziyue spoke in a nearly manic state. Fengyu, can you lend me your notes for one more day? There's just so much in there that I can't finish it all at once. I'm really interested in the knowledge inside. No. What? Why? If you need them now, I can borrow them some other time. I've realized that if I let you keep looking, you'll go completely crazy. I'm glad you think my notes are great, but it's a bit exaggerated to be like this after just one night of reading. So I've decided not to lend you my notes anymore. However, if you want to discuss magic with me, I'll teach you. You can ask me if you don't understand something. I definitely know more than you. Ziyue was very reluctant. After all, Fengyu's notebook contained many interesting spells she could no longer see, making her feel as if a parent had taken away their child's phone. But thinking about it, this notebook belonged to Fengyu. Although Ziyue and Fengyu were friends, she wouldn't impose her wishes on him. Oh well, fine. Don't be upset. You can rest assured that if you have anything you don't understand or want to see in my notes, just say so. Alright, let us continue discussing the magic you want to learn from my notes. I'll teach you now. Okay. Fengyu, your magical skills are incredible. With your talent, I can introduce you to my teacher, Her Highness the Cosmic Princess, and have her take you as a student too. Then we can study magic together. That sounds good, but let us wait a few weeks. After all, I'm a bit busy right now. I have to deal with a few troublesome matters. So for the next 2 weeks, Ziyue, don't notify your teacher. Once I have some free time, I can focus entirely on this. Fengyu was referring to preparing to enter the main storyline. In about 2 weeks, he would be entering the main plot. And he wasn't opposed to becoming a student of the Cosmic Princess. After all, the Cosmic Princess was a pony who had lived for 1,000 years and must have seen a lot. Becoming her student might help him understand his cute mark and his magical abilities better. However, for now, he needed to prepare for the main storyline, such as packing his things and practicing magic. Most importantly, he had a strict grandmother at home to explain things to. As for becoming a student of the Cosmic Princess, that could wait. Right now, he needed to focus on dealing with the main storyline. Oh, well, as long as you agree, I can help you get introduced anytime, making you the second student of my teacher. If that happens, wouldn't you be my junior? Wouldn't I be your senior then? As she spoke, Ziyu became more and more excited, and the last sentence was almost said in an enthusiastic tone. Hee, then you should be prepared to compete with me, since having such an amazing junior will bring a lot of pressure. No problem, bring it on. Chapter 9, the plot is about to start. A long time ago, in the magical kingdom of Pony Maria, there were 2 princess sisters who jointly ruled here, creating a harmonious life. The elder sister had no other choice but to use the most powerful magic in the pony world, the element of harmony. She used the power of the element of harmony to defeat her younger sister and banished her to the moon. From then on, the elder sister began to rule both the sun and the moon, and Pony Maria lived in harmony from that point on. Ziyu, the element of harmony. I feel like I've heard of it somewhere. Where was it? I remember now. I saw it in Feng Yu's notes. Maybe I can go find him. He must know a lot about this. The element of harmony, Nightmare Moon, I thought these were just legends. It seems that Feng Yu's research on these things is indeed useful. He should still be at the donut shop. I need to hurry and find him. With that, Ziyu immediately stood up from the grass, grabbed her backpack, and set off toward the donut shop to find Feng Yu. At the shop, Ziyu saw him at the table where they often discussed magic. She hurried over to greet him. Feng Yu, you're here. Let us go. I have something very important to tell you. Ziyu, why are you in such a hurry? What happened? Feng Yu thought to himself. The main storyline has begun. These days, building a relationship with Ziyu was indeed the right move. Now that there is news, she comes to inform me, this good friend. All right, let us go. Feng Yu packed all his belongings into the formation and then walked away with Ziyu. Along the way, Ziyu was still sharing her thoughts about the book she had read, expressing her suspicion that what was written in it might not just be a legend, but something that truly existed. As they walked, they encountered Minatai and her friends. Hey, Ziyu, what are you doing here? Is this handsome unicorn next to you your new friend? Minatai asked curiously. Feng Yu introduced himself. Hello, I'm Feng Yu, a friend of Ziyu. Are you also friends with Ziyu? Feng Yu knew the 3 of them, of course, Minatai, Lemonheart, and Shining Bright. But he thought it best to pretend not to know them during their first meeting. Hello, Feng Yu, we are also friends of Ziyu. I'm Minatai, and these are Shining Bright and Lemonheart. By the way, Ziyu, there is a small gathering hosted by Yuwu in the garden west of the castle today. You can bring Feng Yu along. Are you both coming? They looked at Ziyu and Feng Yu with anticipation. Ziyu was the first to speak. Oh, I'm really sorry. I still have a lot of things to study with Feng Yu. After saying that, Ziyu hurriedly ran towards her residence with Feng Yu. That girl, why is she always focused on studying? I think she prefers to be friends with books, Feng Yu thought. Hurry, Feng Yu, I need your help. Your research on the essence of harmony could definitely help me. I think there might be a big discovery this time. Ziyu chatted with Feng Yu while running. And as she opened the door, she accidentally knocked Swailong to the ground. Swailong, 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 Ziyu called out after opening the door. The last call coming from her, seeing Swailong lying on the floor in confusion. However, this confusion didn't last long as Ziyu hurried upstairs and called for Swailong's help. Hurry, Swailong, help me find a complete guide to pony prophecies. Wait, what is that? Ziyu noticed a gift box that had been pierced by Swailong's tail. This was originally for Yuwu, but, oh, Swailong, you know I don't have time for those things. But it's break time now. Ziyu ignored Swailong's advice and continued upstairs to search for the book she needed. Her horn began to glow softly as she searched for the complete guide to pony prophecies on the bookshelf. No. Noah. Just when she was about to get angry because she couldn't find it, Feng Yu used magic to place the book right in front of her. When Ziyu asked for that book, Feng Yu had already found it. Here you go, Ziyu, I found it for you. Thanks, Feng Yu. As soon as Ziyu finished speaking, the books she controlled with magic all fell to the floor. Feng Yu gently sighed and used magic to put the books back in their original places. Hey, Feng Yu. You stole my job, Swailong said somewhat unhappily. Oh, Swailong, I was just doing what a friend should do. Helping a friend in need is what friends are for. You're different. You're Ziyu's reliable assistant, and she often needs you. So don't be jealous, Feng Yu said with a smile, trying to ease Suelong's jealousy. On the other side, Ziyue was flipping through the complete guide to pony prophecies, looking for the section on the essence of harmony. Harmony, haha, the essence of harmony. And the moon mare. The moon mare is just an ancient legend, Suelong questioned. The moon, the moon mare comes from ancient myths. She wanted to rule the kingdom but was defeated by the essence of harmony, so she was imprisoned on the moon. Legend has it that on the longest day of the year, the stars will help her escape, bringing eternal night to the kingdom. Fengyu Suelong. Do you know what this means? Ziyue asked anxiously. Fengyu, you understand me. Suelong, quickly write a letter to Princess Celestia. Get moving. Suelong immediately pulled out a pen and paper to prepare to write the letter. Dear teacher, in the past few days, I have diligently studied pony magic, and I have discovered that we are facing a catastrophic disaster. Oh wait, catastrophic disaster? Right, Suelong got stuck on the word catastrophic because he didn't know how to write it. Fengyu, noticing this, stepped in to help Suelong. Let me help you, Suelong. Ziyue, keep talking. Taking Suelong's paper and pen, Fengyu told Ziyue to continue speaking while he wrote. Okay, here you go, Suelong. Oh, I really can't thank you enough, Fengyu, for your help. No problem. I just said helping friends in need is what friends should do. We are friends after all. Hearing this, Suelong felt that Fengyu was a very good pony. Not only helping him, but also calling him a friend, which warmed his heart. All right, you too, Suelong, quickly send the letter. Wait, send it now? Of course. Suelong sighed helplessly and then burned the letter to send it to Princess Celestia. All right, it's been sent. I think Ziyue, you might be too anxious. I'm not anxious, Suelong. Just like Fengyu said, I trust my teacher. If Fengyu also becomes her student, you'll understand why I trust her so much. Just as she finished speaking, a letter was spat out from Suelong's mouth, glowing slightly. Ziyue confidently said, See, I knew she would take action immediately. Suelong cleared his throat and began to read. My dearest and most loyal student Ziyue, you know I greatly appreciate your diligence and trust you. But please stop sending those dusty old books all day long. Don't laugh. Chapter 10. Ponyville, Nightmare Arc begins after some small interruptions. The three of them sat in a carriage pulled by two royal Pegasi. Ziyue, thank you for agreeing to let me go to Ponyville with you. This is just the opportunity one need to prove myself as Princess Celestia's student, Fengyu said sincerely. What's wrong? Are you still worried about Nightmare Moon? Fengyu quickly guessed the answer after seeing Ziyue's worried expression. After all, he was the one holding the script. Yeah, I feel like this is definitely not just a legend. I need to complete the task Princess Celestia gave me quickly. Fengyu, we should go to the library to look up information on the essence of harmony, Ziyue said firmly. Fengyu, if it weren't for the plot, I wouldn't even need to go to the library. Ziyue, Princess Celestia also wants you to make some friends. Don't you want to make pony friends besides Fengyu? Suelong reminded Ziyue, taking her situation very seriously, including making friends. The princess wants me to inspect the preparations. As her student, I must fulfill my responsibilities, but making friends won't save the kingdom's fate. Besides, I already have a pony friend who can discuss academics and share common topics with me. Ziyue was referring to Fengyu. As they talked, the two royal Pegasi had already brought them to Ponyville. The carriage gently landed, and the three of them jumped out. Ziyue walked up to the royal Pegasi and said, Thank you, gentlemen. Perhaps the ponies in Ponyville will share some interesting stories with you. Just then, a pink pony approached them. Fengyu immediately recognized her as the legendary pony Pinkie Pie, and Suelong quickly encouraged Ziyue to give it a try. Come on, Ziyue, give it a shot. Suelong extended a claw, urging Ziyue to take the first step. Hello. As soon as Ziyue greeted her, Pinkie Pie jumped up with an and dashed away with a speed that no ordinary pony could achieve. Truly a legendary pony. I guess I've chatted with her, Ziyue said helplessly, and Suelong sighed in agreement. Upon entering, they saw a golden-maned orange pony kicking an apple tree while shouting yay. With each kick, all the apples from the tree fell into the basket. Oh, go and get to know her first, Ziyue said. Good idea. Let's go, Fengyu replied. Ziyue and Fengyu stepped forward to greet. Good afternoon. I'm Little Pony Ziyue, and this is Fengyu. Before Ziyue could continue, the little pony directly shook Ziyue's and Fengyu's right front hooves up and down with her two front hooves. Hello, Fengyu and Ziyue. I'm very happy to meet you. My name is Applejack, and this is Sweet Apple Acres. Do you like making new friends? Making friends is actually something Applejack suddenly let go of her hooves, causing Ziyue's hoof to keep shaking. Fengyu, due to frequent training in his childhood, could withstand Applejack's strength. Is there anything I can do for you? Yes, you found the right pony. Want to try some? Sure, just don't take too much time. Dinner is ready, ponies. As the dinner bell rang, a large group of ponies brought two ponies and a dragon to a table. Fenyu was completely taken by surprise. It was too sudden. All right, let me introduce you to our apple family. This is sweet apple pie, apple bread, apple muffin. In no time, as Applejack introduced, the table was already piled high with apple-themed food. Fenyu noticed that the names of the food matched those of the ponies serving them. And even the cute logos were the same. Of course, there were a few exceptions, like Mactosh, Applejack, and Granny Smith. Haha, okay. It seems the preparations for the banquet are quite good, so we'll take our leave now. Aren't you staying for afternoon tea? Applejack said pitifully. Sorry, we have a lot to do. After saying this, all the ponies sighed, showing their disappointment. But don't worry, if we have time after finishing our tasks, we will come back, and please don't refuse us then. Upon hearing Fenyu's words, the ponies' disappointment vanished. Fenyu had indirectly refused them, as there would be no time to eat anyway. With the banquet ready, the next step was the weather. Oh, thank goodness for you, Fenyu. Those apple pies could have made me stuffed. Hee hee, no big deal, Fenyu said humbly. There should be a pony named Rainbow Dash here to clear the sky. Looks like she doesn't take her job seriously, does she? Just as Zuf finished speaking, a rainbow figure flew by. Zuf, watch out. Fenyu, who had been observing the surroundings while standing next to Zuf, pushed her out of the way as Rainbow Dash approached, resulting in him getting knocked into a mud puddle. Oh my gosh, Fenyu, are you okay? Zuf didn't expect Fenyu to push her away and get hurt instead, feeling a bit touched. So she was very concerned about Fenyu's condition now. Oh, don't worry, I'm fine. Oh, hee hee, sorry, let me clean you up. Saying this, Rainbow Dash pushed a cloud over and stepped on it, drenching Fenyu below. Hee hee, oh, looks like I overdid it a bit. How about this? It's my special skill, wind drying. Then Fenyu ended up with an explosive hairstyle, almost making Rainbow Dash laugh to death. Suilong, seeing this, also started to laugh. And as the pony and dragon lay on the ground, Fenyu looked at them and wanted to give them a laser blast. Stop laughing. Zuf glared at them with an annoyed expression. They were quite sensible and quickly shut their mouths, but a few chuckles still escaped. Let me guess. You must be Rainbow Dash. Yes, that's me. You've heard of me. I heard you're responsible for clearing the sky here. I'm Zuf, and Princess Celestia sent me to inspect the weather. All right, piece of cake. I'll clean it up after I'm done practicing. Rainbow Dash said lazily. What are you practicing? The lightning bolt flying team. They are performing at the celebration tomorrow, and I want to show them my skills. At this moment, Fenyu, who was standing aside, decided to tease her since she had just knocked him over. So he said, Humph, go ahead and brag. With your lousy flying skills. Even the ponies on the street would bump into you. They wouldn't want you. What? Hey, that was just an accident. I haven't even used my real skills yet. Rainbow Dash defended herself. I don't believe you unless you can clear all these clouds in 20 seconds. But I suppose that's too hard for you, considering how poorly you fly. Ha, just you wait. I only need 10 seconds to clear this place. Rainbow Dash replied confidently. Go ahead and try. To make Fenyu completely shut up, Rainbow Dash immediately began to clean the sky in 10 seconds, leaving Zuf and Suilong beside her dumbfounded. Fenyu wasn't surprised, as he knew this was how it would end. See, 10 seconds, done. I never let it stay cloudy here. Now do you believe me? Rainbow Dash flew in the sky, puffing out her chest, as if she had just won a bet. All right, Zuf, the weather inspection is complete. Let's move on to the next task. Rainbow Dash realized that Fenyu had just provoked her to get her to finish the sky cleaning task, which she was completely unaware of. Oh, you're really clever. That's called smart. I'm Fenyu. Weather inspection is done, and we're leaving now. Goodbye. Oh, goodbye. With that, Rainbow Dash flew away. Wow, Fenyu, you're so smart. You got her to clean all the clouds in the sky, Zuf said happily, as finishing the task early meant they could go to the library sooner. No problem, let's hurry. Chapter 11. Helping Zuf complete the remaining tasks after solving the weather issue. Fenyu and the others continued to fulfill their next task, arriving at the city hall. The decorations are so beautiful, Suilong exclaimed, holding the project checklist. Yes, the decorations here are really nice. We can finish checking them soon, and I can go to the library quickly. It is quite beautiful. Zuf agreed as she admired the hall's setup. It's not the decorations, it's her. Suilong looked towards Rarity, his eyes filled with hearts. No. Rarity was in front, talking to herself as she looked at the streamers. Fenyu, look at me now, am I handsome? No change from before, still super handsome. Fenyu said with a doting smile at the little dragon. Good afternoon, Zuf politely greeted. Please wait a moment, I'm in a burst of inspiration right now. All right, adding some warm colors is always a good idea. Rarity, you're a genius. Is there anything I can do for you? After picking the streamers, Rarity turned to Zuf and Fenyu, but when she saw Fenyu's messy hair, she instantly lost her composure. Oh my gosh, dear, what happened to your hair? Oh, this? Just a little problem, but it's not important. We're here to check the decorations, and we'll leave after that, Fengyu said nonchalantly, as if he wasn't worried about his mane. You can't go out looking like this after checking. How will you face anyone? Rarity completely ignored Fengyu's protests and pushed him away, while Ziyue and Suilong, seeing that the decorations were fine, checked off this task and followed her. In a turn of events, Rarity kept dressing up Fengyu, occasionally changing his outfit and trying different hairstyles. After more than 10 makeovers, Rarity finally seemed satisfied. Wow, Fengyu, you look so handsome now. Ziyue exclaimed upon seeing Fengyu now styled. I've never seen you before. Where are you from? Thank you. Let me introduce myself. I'm Fengyu. And these are Ziyue and Suilong. We're from Canterlot. Fengyu first thanked her and then introduced himself. However, when he mentioned Canterlot, Rarity clearly became excited. Canterlot. I really envy you all. It's so fashionable and trendy there. I dream of living in that place. You have to stay and tell me everything about it. Maybe we can become good friends. Jinchi hugged Fengyu tightly. Fengyu looked at Ziyue's sorrowful little eyes and thought to himself that he wanted to end this quickly. He didn't want to offend Ziyue, who was eager to finish her task and go to the Golden Oak Library. Just as Jinchi was about to speak, he quickly interrupted. Oh, I'm sorry, but we still have to inspect the project, so we need to leave now. We'll definitely come back next time. Fengyu was still very polite, and Jinchi understood, so they decided to come back another time. She is just too charming. Suilong was still captivated by Jinchi's charm. Focus. You romantic fool, where are we now? Music, this is the last one. As soon as he finished speaking, they heard the song of birds, which was very beautiful. Many birds were neatly arranged on the tree, singing, and a little pony with pink hair and yellow skin was conducting. Oh my, everyone, please pause for a moment. Excuse me, sir, but your singing is just a little offbeat. Fenyu's heart melted at this adorable little pony. How could there be such a cute little pony? But he quickly realized Ziyue wanted to greet her, so he hurriedly stopped her. Wait, Ziyue, they are practicing right now. If we go over directly, it will disturb them. I have a way. Fengyu puffed out his chest and said, What method? Just watch. After Fengyu finished speaking, a formation appeared, shining at the tip of his horn, about the size of a head. Then, Palo flew out directly, landing on Fengyu's head, seemingly happy that he called her over. Oh my Fengyu, Cantlot is at least 10 kilometers away from here, and you just teleported Palo here. Ziyue exclaimed in surprise. After all, teleportation magic couldn't cover such a distance, and his formation seemed to ignore distance. Just a little trick. Palo, go say hello to that sister and tell her I'm here with my dad inspecting music. That sister really likes little animals. Palo naturally wouldn't refuse Fengyu's request and flew directly to Ro-Ro's head. The birds all looked at the phoenix, and Ro-Ro instantly became happy upon seeing the adorable little phoenix. It's a little phoenix. I've never seen one before. She's so cute. Palo flew onto Ro-Ro's left front hoof, first rubbing her cheek and then conveying Fengyu's message. What? You said you came with your dad to inspect music. Where is he? Seeing that Palo had already controlled the situation, Ro-Ro and the birds were not frightened by Ziyue's sudden greeting, so they could safely step forward to greet her. Hello, Palo is my pet. It seems she really likes you. We were just watching you practice, and it sounded beautiful. I'm Fengyu, and this is Ziyue. What's your name? Oh, hello, my name is Ro-Ro. Ro-Ro introduced herself in a soft voice, just like in the original story. But Fengyu naturally knew that. Oh, wait, Fengyu, I want to talk to Palo a little longer. Can we wait a moment? Ro-Ro slightly lowered her body. Then I'll let Palo play with you a bit longer. How does that sound? Sure, that would be best, Ro-Ro said happily. All right, Palo, you stay here and have a good chat with this sister and your little bird friends. Ziyue, and I need to go to the library now, okay? Palo naturally agreed, as Ro-Ro was just too kind and cute. Okay, Ziyue, we can go now. Oh, at least this time it won't waste as much time as last time. The two ponies walked to a nearby bush when Suilong suddenly came out. Fengyu suddenly thought of something, but it was too late. Ro-Ro saw Suilong and seemed to discover a new land, immediately flying up. There's another dragon baby over there. I'm so lucky today to encounter two such cute little creatures. They are both so adorable. Yes. Suilong proudly puffed out his chest. Oh my, he can talk. I had no idea dragons could talk. How can there be such a wonderful thing? I don't even know what to say. Since that's the case, we'll take our leave now. Ziyue used magic to place Suilong on her back and then hurried away. Wait, that little phoenix is named Palo. What's your name? I'm Suilong. Hello, Suilong and Palo. I'm Ro-Ro. What do you usually talk about? What do you want to know? I want to know everything. Hearing this, Ziyue let out a helpless sigh. Suilong completely ignored her and continued chatting on his own, while Palo and Ro-Ro said they didn't want to talk too much and then lay down on Fengyu's head, closing their eyes to rest. Well, I started as a purple and green dragon egg. Chapter 12. The arrival of the Night Owl Queen. I, Suilong, have only these stories so far. But they don't include today. Do you want to hear today's story? Oh yes, tell me. Roro looked forward to it. I'm really sorry, as we were talking. We arrived. This is where we stay in Ponyville. My poor little dragon baby needs to sleep. Ziyue really didn't want to listen to them anymore. She needed to hurry into the library. I'm not sleeping. Ziyue kicked him down. Oh, look, he's so sleepy he can't sit still. Then he showed an awkward smile. Fenyu not wanting to sleep is your lie. Oh, poor thing. We need to get him to sleep quickly. Roro grabbed Suilong and flew into the library. Yes, yes. Leave it to us. Good night. Ziyue pulled Fenyu and Palo into the library, pushing Roro out. Oh, so rude. Sorry, Suilong, but I have to persuade the princess. There's no time. Nightmare Moon is coming, and I need to read some books here. Where's the light? Big. Surprise. As the voice fell, the three of them saw a surprise party set up right in front of them. Ziyue let out a helpless sigh. Big surprise. Hello, I'm Biki. And this party is for you. How about it? Did you not expect this? Biki happily said in front of Fenyu and Ziyue. I really didn't expect it. The library should be very quiet. Ziyue looked at Biki in confusion. Don't be silly. Quiet has nothing to do with a welcome party. Quiet is just boring. Fenyu wasn't surprised to see Biki like this. After all, she was a divine horse. Her actions were beyond what the ponies of this world could understand. But when he saw Ziyue completely ignoring Biki and pouring juice for herself, he couldn't remain calm. Fenyu knew it was hot sauce, so he hurried to stop her. Wait. Ziyue, don't drink that. Fenyu used magic to snatch it away, but he used too much force, and the cup flew quickly, hitting Fenyu's mouth perfectly. Hey, Fenyu. What are you doing? Oh, your friend is so happy that she's crying. Biki understood perfectly. Hot sauce. Suilong looked at the bottle in confusion, and Biki poured hot sauce over the cake and ate it, saying it was delicious. On the other side, Ziyue and Fenyu were upstairs in the library. After Fenyu drank some water and calmed his mouth, he could finally speak normally. Fenyu, you clearly knew that was hot sauce. You could have just thrown it away. Why did you have to drink it? Oh, when I saw you were going to drink it, I didn't think much and just pulled the cup over. Not expecting to use so much force that the hot sauce ended up in my mouth. After hearing this, Ziyue felt a wave of emotion. Hey, Fenyu Ziyue. Biki wants to play a tail dressing game. Do you want to play? Fenyu didn't pay attention to Suilong. He was currently closing his eyes to enter the Earth Library to read the Harmony Element Reference Guide. Ziyue also said irritably, no? The ponies in Ponyville have all gone crazy. Do you know what time it is now? Oh, nagging, 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 really nagging to death. I thought I would have time to study the element of harmony. I was so foolish. These boring things with friends are driving me crazy. Fenyu, wake up. Fenyu, are you asleep? Ziyue looked at Fenyu. She was really annoyed and wanted to chat with Fenyu to change her mood. What were you doing just now? You kept your eyes closed, and I thought you were asleep. Nightmare Moon roars, I don't know. The Cosmic Princess told me not to worry about it, and they all said it's a legend, but I feel like it's real. I hope the princess is right. I hope it's really just a legend. Ziyue, let me tell you, it's actually true. Nightmare Moon and the element of harmony all really exist. What? This news sounded like a bomb exploding in Ziyue's ears. Fenyu, how do you know this is true? Other ponies don't believe it. They all think it's a legend. And you actually believe it's real. Just then, Suilong suddenly barged in and said, Come on, Fenyu, Ziyue, everyone is getting ready to watch the sunrise. The scene shifted to the town hall, where all the ponies of Ponyville had gathered. Fenyu and Ziyue stood together, each with their own dragon and phoenix. Isn't it exciting? Are you excited? I'm so excited. I've never been this excited before, except for when you guys just arrived here, and I shouted when I saw you. But this time is even more wonderful, Biki said excitedly, bouncing up and down. Ruru directed the birds to start singing, and the mayor began his speech on the podium. In just a moment, everyone will see the magical sunrise. Let's celebrate the longest day of the year together. Now, I am immensely honored to introduce the rulers of the kingdom, who raise the sun and moon for us day and night, the kind, wise, and protective of our harmonious life in Ponyland. Ruru had her little friends ready to sing, and all the ponies eagerly awaited the appearance of the Cosmic Princess. Fenyu thought to himself that Nightmare Moon would appear soon. Cosmic Princess. As the mayor's words fell, Jinshi lifted the curtain, and the lights followed suit, but after this, the Cosmic Princess did not appear, leaving all the ponies in confusion. Things seemed to be going wrong. Where did she go? Please everyone, calm down. I need to find out the reason for this. The mayor tried to soothe the ponies. Oh, I love guessing games. She must be hiding. The princess is missing. Jinshi's words sounded like a thunderclap in the ears of all the ponies, causing great concern, while Biki still joked carefreely. Oh, she's hiding really well. Just as Biki finished her sentence, A wave of deep purple smoke slowly drifted out, and a black pony, the same size as the cosmic princess, walked out, instilling fear in all the ponies. Oh no, Fengyu, you were right. It's Nightmare Moon, Zus said, looking very uneasy. Oh, my dear subjects. It seems I haven't seen your lovely faces in a long time. What have you done to our princess? Wait, don't rush. Yunju, fearless as a newborn calf, rushed to confront Nightmare Moon, while Applejack bit her tail to stop her from charging forward. What's wrong? Is having me as a princess not enough? You don't recognize me? Oh, another guessing game. Is it the Gray Mist or the Bad Queen? Oh no, the Black Widow, the Black Widow. Applejack could no longer bear to listen and stuffed a cupcake into her mouth. After being imprisoned for 1,000 years, does my crown not count? Don't you know the prophecy? I know who you are. You are the Moon Mare, Nightmare Moon, Zus shouted loudly, making all the ponies in the town hall aware of Nightmare Moon's existence. Oh, it seems there are still ponies who remember me. Do you know what I'm going to do? Nightmare Moon looked mockingly at the purple pony in front of her. You are going to plunge all of Ponyland into eternal night. Fengyu spoke what Zus couldn't say. Oh, you two are quite clever. Remember this day, forget about the daytime. From now on this place will be forever night. Ha ha ha. Chapter 13, Entering the Eternal Freedom Forest. Nightmare Moon revealed a classic villain's laugh, and her mane floated and swirled above the town hall to reflect her mood. Guards, capture her. Only she knows where the princess is. The mayor commanded the royal guards to take down Nightmare Moon. What's the difference between this and the nine-headed monster sending the catfish to get rid of the Tang monk and his disciples? Step back, fool. Naturally, the royal guards were no match for Nightmare Moon. They were directly repelled by the lightning she released, and then Nightmare Moon transformed into smoke and vanished. Yunju saw this and flew out, but had already seen the smoke that Nightmare Moon had transformed into escaping, muttering to herself, "It will always be night." Yunju looked down and saw Fengyu and Zus coming out of the town hall. They were naturally going to the library to find books about the element of harmony. After a short run, they finally arrived at the library, but Suilong and Palo, being just kids, needed to sleep by this late hour. And they were already starting to doze off as soon as they arrived at the library. After settling them down, Zus began flipping through books looking for information about the element of harmony. Fengyu, on the other hand, was slowly helping Zus search since he had memorized that book and just wanted to find it for the main characters to see. Harmony, harmony, harmony. How can I defeat Nightmare Moon without the element of harmony? Quickly tell me what the element of harmony is. How do you know about Nightmare Moon? Are you spies? Yunju flew in and questioned Zus and Fengyu directly. You're the spy. Have you ever seen such a handsome spy? Fengyu retorted, leaving Yunju speechless. I know the prophecy about Nightmare Moon. Only a mysterious object called the element of harmony can completely stop her, but I don't know what it is, where to find it, or what it can do. Zus, here, this is the reference guide to the element of harmony. I was just looking for it. Oh my gosh. Fengyu, you're amazing. Zus slowly opened the book and read the contents inside. The elements of harmony. Now only 5 are known. Kindness, optimism, generosity, honesty, and loyalty. The 6th one is unknown. It is said that the last place the 5 elements of harmony appeared was the ancient castle of the royal sisters. And that ancient castle is located in the Eternal Freedom Forest. When mentioning the Eternal Freedom Forest, all the ponies appeared in front of it. If you ask why this happened, don't ask, just don't ask. Let's go. Beaky couldn't wait to go in. Wait a minute. Zus quickly called out to her. Listen. Thank you for your kindness, but I and Fengyu just need to walk down this path together. You don't need to get involved. Of course not, dear. We are as sticky as the candy on a candy apple, Applejack retorted to Zus, and Beaky hurriedly agreed. If there are candy apples, then we should go even more. Why not? Candy apples are so delicious. After this was said, they had already gone in. Let's go too, Zus. If there's an accident, I'll be here. And we also have to trust them. Fengyu stepped forward to comfort Zus. Sigh, I hope everything goes smoothly. After saying this, they followed and entered the Eternal Freedom Forest with the others. Has any of you been to this forest before? Zus asked. Oh, who would come here? Look at this. It's really scary. And something feels off. They all say this is different from Ponyland, Applejack said. After she spoke, a mass of purple smoke drilled into the ground beneath them, but they were unaware. Who knows, do you know why? Yunju, enough. Yunbao is also very mischievous and plans to scare everyone a bit, but Applejack can't stand by any longer. After the last word was spoken, the ground suddenly collapsed, and all the ponies except for Rarity and Yunbao fell down. Hurry, Rarity, let's go. Oh my goodness. Soon, Yunbao caught Pinkie Pie and rescued Twilight Sparkle, while Applejack bit onto a branch to prevent herself from sliding down. Fengyu calmly activated a formation and slid directly into it, getting teleported to the bottom of the cliff. Fenyu didn't intend to disrupt the plot. After all, if he did, it might cause some unnecessary butterfly effects, and the harmony elements might not even appear. Hang on, I'm coming. Applejack saw Ziyue about to fall, and quickly slid down to help her. Applejack, what should I do? Ziyue's body was swaying at the edge of the cliff, feeling extremely helpless at that moment. Let go. Are you crazy? No, I'm not crazy. I promise you'll be fine. That is hard to believe. You have to trust me. I wouldn't joke about your life, Ziyue. Let go, you'll be okay. Ziyue looked at Applejack, who had a trusting expression, and ultimately chose to believe her. Just as she yelled while falling off the cliff, a golden formation appeared below her, and Ziyue fell right into it. After falling out of the formation, Fenyu was holding Ziyue in a princess carry. Stop, don't shout. If you keep shouting, I'm going to go deaf. What just happened? You fell down, and I caught you with the formation. Then when you fell out of the formation, I caught you again. So, can you come down now? Hearing this, Ziyue's cheeks turned tomato red as she awkwardly got down from Fenyu's hooves. Yunbao and Rarity approached as well. Hey, Fenyu, what is that shiny golden pattern you created? It's so cool. It caught Ziyue from such a high place. I was just about to catch her, and you got to it first. Hee, just a little trick. Let's hurry up. After ensuring all the ponies were fine, they continued on their journey. As they walked, they suddenly encountered a scorpion-tailed lion. We need to get past here. Wait. Rarity urged everyone to stop, but because she spoke so quietly, they didn't hear her. Fenyu decided to help Rarity out. Wait, I have a plan. I can deal with this scorpion-tailed lion without having to step in myself. You better be quick, it's coming right at us. Okay, go for it, Rarity. It's up to you now. Show her what you've got. Seeing Fenyu's actions, Ziyue felt speechless and almost wanted to confront him directly, thinking it was a bad time for jokes. But Rarity saw her chance and stepped forward to start her performance. It's okay. Oh, you poor little baby. It might hurt a little bit next. Rarity directly pulled out the stinger from its claw, and the scorpion-tailed lion immediately pulled Rarity into its embrace and licked her wildly. Fenyu found this scene hilarious when he saw it as a child, and now that he was older, he also wanted to be a scorpion-tailed lion. Haha, just kidding. See, my plan worked. Fenyu confidently walked over, and the other ponies followed suit. At this point, Rarity approached, her hairstyle now resembling the funeral love family style after being licked. Ziyue started asking Rarity, how did you know it was injured? I don't know, but sometimes a little kindness can solve problems. Oh, my eyes really don't want to see such an ugly place. It's getting uglier. Even if that ancient castle was right in front of us, we wouldn't be able to see it. Ladies, Fenyu, are you there? I'm over here. I think I stepped on something. Applejack said curiously, just as she finished speaking. Rarity screamed. It's just mud. After Applejack said that, she took a few steps back and saw many terrifying-looking trees. Oh my gosh, a ghost. Fenyu saw a scary-looking tree ahead with a golden light shining from its corner and directly blasted it. But that was just a drop in the bucket. There were countless trees surrounding him. Fenyu decided to stop and let Pinkie Pie handle it. While the ponies were filled with fear, Pinkie Pie suddenly burst into laughter, leaving the others, except for Fenyu, puzzled by her actions. Pinkie Pie, what are you doing? Run. Oh, friends, listen up. Also, the ponies in this world speak Chinese. But when they sing, it's in English. Fenyu didn't understand. Could it be a parallel universe of My Little Pony? After all, in his past life, when he watched the Chinese version of My Little Pony, even though some songs were in Chinese, most of them were in English. Fenyu must have crossed into a world like this, but he couldn't be bothered. The crisis was resolved, and Fenyu and the others continued on their way, with Pinkie Pie laughing and leading the way, while the rest of the ponies closely followed. However, they were soon blocked by a river. How are we supposed to get past this? What a world, what a world. A sea dragon was splashing on the river surface. Excuse me, sir? Why are you crying? Ziyue stepped forward to ask. I don't even know. I was just sitting here. Didn't he provoke anyone? But suddenly a purple smoke came out and blew away my beloved little mustache. Mr. Sea Monster, you are not at fault. The problem lies with this world. Now my handsome face is ruined. After saying that, the sea dragon slammed its palm on the river surface, sending a large wave of water towards Applejack and Fenyu. Fenyu quickly activated a shield, and didn't he get drenched like in the original story. Throughout this journey, except for Ziyue, the other ponies had greatly revised their opinions of Fenyu, feeling he was very reliable. Is this what you call ruining your looks? After all that fuss, it's just a little mustache. Yunbao and Applejack also complained. That mustache is important. How can you be so insensitive? Twilight Sparkle hurriedly comforted him. So pitiful. Just look at him. His scales are so shiny, his hairstyle is so well kept, and his nails are so neatly trimmed. Twilight Sparkle flattered the sea dragon, who kept nodding in agreement, feeling very satisfied. Without that beautiful mustache, everything is ruined. Yeah, my life is ruined. Next, to comfort the sea dragon, Twilight Sparkle bit off a piece of scale from his body and cut off her own tail to place it on the broken mustache. Oh, Twilight, your beautiful tail. Ziyue stepped forward to sympathize with Twilight. It's okay, dear. It's in fashion this season to have a broken tail, plus it will grow back. The mustache will grow back too, Yunbao added. Chapter 14. Fengyu's Mouth Escape. Rainbow Cannon solves all disputes. After a bit of a run, Fengyu and the others finally reached the opposite side of the ancient castle, but Ziyue was too excited and rushed forward. If it weren't for Fengyu stopping her, she would have almost fallen off the cliff. What do we do now? Pinkie Pie quickly asked. Look, Yunbao showed off her wings and flew down. Go for it. Fengyu smiled silently at this scene. He could have directly used the formation to teleport everyone over, but he didn't want to disrupt the plot. So he just watched as Yunbao tied the ropes of the suspension bridge. Yunbao's deep voice called out, "Who is there?" Yunbao, I'm not afraid of you. Come out. We've been here all along, waiting for the best flyer of Ponyland. Who is it? Yunbao asked. Of course it's you. Really? I mean it's me. Hey, could you do me a favor and tell the Lightning Bolt team? I've always wanted to join the Great Lightning Bolt team, Yunbao said happily. No, Yunbao. I hope you join us, the Shadow Bolt team. We are the best flying team in the Eternal Freedom Forest and will soon be the best in all of Ponyland. But first, we need a captain. This sentence made Rainbow Dash feel excited and restless. That is the most handsome, skilled, brave, and fearless flyer. We need you. After this series of punches, Rainbow Dash immediately agreed. It's settled. Let me tie this bridge first, and then I will join you. No, we mean us or them. The leading Pegasus asked Rainbow Dash in an unquestionable tone. Rainbow Dash, what are you hesitating about? No, Rainbow Dash, don't listen to them. The Pegasus created a layer of mist with magic to block Ziyue's voice. They thought Rainbow Dash was about to agree, revealing smiles. I appreciate the attention, but I'm sorry, I can't agree. Then, Rainbow Dash changed the subject and had already tied the ropes of the suspension bridge. The three Pegasi, seeing they had failed, turned into three wisps of smoke and merged together, and Rainbow Dash flew over from the other side. Look, I never let my friends down. After saying this, Fengyu turned to Ziyue. This journey was crucial for Ziyue to learn about the importance of friendship, and all the ponies had shown their elements of friendship. Fengyu and the six walked across the suspension bridge to the royal ancient castle, and the ponies gasped at the harmony element placed in the center. Hurry up, Ziyue. This is what you've been looking for. It's the harmony element. We found it. After saying this, Rainbow Dash and Rarity began to move the harmony element, while Ziyue was very worried and kept telling them to be careful. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are only 5 here. Where's the 6th? The book says that after gathering 5, a spark will reveal the 6th harmony element, Ziyue explained. What does that mean? Applejack stated she didn't understand. It's hard to say, but I have an idea. Please step back. I don't know what will happen. After saying this, Ziyue's horn began to glow. Everyone, step back and let her concentrate. You all go. I'll stay here and watch her to prevent any accidents. Fengyu knew that Nightmare Moon would appear soon, and he had to be prepared. However, it was strange that Fengyu felt a subtle connection with the harmony element when he saw it. But he didn't pay it much attention. Suddenly, a purple mist darted out from the corner directly towards Ziyue, swirling around the harmony element and forming a tornado. Ziyue, be careful. In the end, Ziyue, worried about the harmony element, jumped in without hesitation. Seeing this, Fengyu followed and jumped in too. Finally, the hall was empty, and the 5 were suddenly anxious. Look, Rarely came to the window and saw the castle glowing on the other side, prompting everyone to hurry up. Hurry. Fengyu and Ziyue were transported to another hall by Nightmare Moon. When they woke up, they coughed twice and saw Nightmare Moon dragging the harmony element with her frivolous mane. Ziyue, I'll distract her. You find a chance to teleport to the harmony element. After saying this, Fengyu's horn lit up with golden light. You're joking, right? Nightmare Moon said disdainfully. Fengyu didn't say much and blasted towards her. Seeing this, Nightmare Moon quickly dodged, just moving away from the harmony element's position. Interesting. Not bad at all. Princess Luna, your sister Princess Celestia has never forgotten you. For the 1,000 years you were imprisoned on the moon, she was always thinking about you. Fengyu tried to talk trash. Shut up, what do you know? Nightmare Moon clearly didn't want to listen. She flew up, and a wave of light struck down. Fengyu, not to be outdone, shot a golden wave back, and the two ponies began to clash waves. I actually understand you very well. Before you became Nightmare Moon, you quietly protected the ponies' beautiful nights. Every time everyone got to bask in the sun, you had to rest to raise the moon. Yet very few ponies remember what you did for them or understand your pain. But I want to tell you that the sun and the moon cannot replace each other. There is only one sun and one moon in this world. After you left, Princess Celestia lived alone for 1,000 years. And I think you must feel the same way. After all, you are each other's only relatives. Think about it carefully. When you transformed from Princess Luna to Nightmare Moon, your sister Princess Celestia was holding back, not using her full strength to fight you because she couldn't bear to hurt you. But she is still a princess of Equestria, and she has many subjects waiting for her to raise the sun. So she had to use the harmony element to banish you to the moon, which was the only way to defeat you without harming you. I don't want the best sisters in the world to be torn apart due to misunderstanding, so wake up quickly. Fengyu said almost in a crying tone. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. You shut up. After hearing Fengyu's words, Nightmare Moon used all her magical power to attack Fengyu. The pressure on Fengyu doubled, and he struggled to hold on. Oh no, she is too strong. Why did I have the confidence to challenge Nightmare Moon? Ziyue, hurry up. When Ziyue heard Fengyu's voice, she quickly realized that she couldn't just stand by. She rushed to the harmony element to create a spark. What? Nightmare Moon is currently clashing waves with Fengyu. If she stops now, she will definitely be hit by Fengyu. But she has to stop Ziyue. She used all her strength, trying to deal with Fengyu as quickly as possible. Oh no, my magic is running out. As Fengyu was gradually losing ground, suddenly, the necklace on him flickered with a faint golden light, and his body suddenly surged with magic, overwhelmingly launching energy waves at Nightmare Moon. Fengyu. It was this dazed look that caused Ziyue's spell on the harmony element to be directly bounced away. Nightmare Moon dragged her body towards the harmony element, looking at the flickering harmony element with great alarm. No, no. You two little fools think you can defeat me? From now on, you will never see your princess and sunshine again. The world will be forever dark. Ha. At this moment, Applejack and the others arrived, and Fengyu stood up to begin the main character's speech, wanting to make a name for himself in this world during his childhood. No, you are wrong, Nightmare Moon. You think you can destroy the harmony element like this? You are completely wrong, because the spirit represented by the harmony element is right here. As Fengyu finished speaking, the fragments of the harmony element flew up, approaching Ziyue and the others. Applejack, when Ziyue was doubtful, gave you confidence, and the spirit she represents is honesty. Rarity tamed the scorpion-tailed lion with her compassion, and the spirit she represents is kindness. Pinkie Pie, facing danger, used laughter to dispel fear, and the spirit she represents is optimism. Rarely, at the cost of her own life, comforted a sad sea dragon, and the spirit she represents is generosity. And Rainbow Dash, who would never abandon her friends to fulfill her wishes, represents the spirit of loyalty. Throughout this journey, we have built a deep friendship, trusting and helping each other. We are the best of friends. And the sixth harmony element is when you see them, that is when you realize how much you care about them, igniting the spark in your heart. At this moment, a sixth harmony element suddenly appeared in the sky, and this sixth harmony element is the element of magic. After Fengyu finished speaking, the harmony element emitted a glow from the six, then transformed into a necklace and a crown. After a burst of white light, the rainbow cannon shot towards Nightmare Moon. As Fengyu watched the rainbow cannon launch, his necklace flickered with light for a few seconds, but only for a few seconds. No, no. Nightmare Moon could not believe what was happening before her. After a burst of white light, Six also woke up. Oh, my head hurts. Yimbao raised her head. Is everyone okay? Applejack stood up. After a brief chat among the group of ponies, they all looked at their harmony elements, and then at Fengyu. Ah, Fengyu. I thought you were just talking nonsense, but it seems we do represent the spirit of friendship. That's right, a deep voice fell on their ears. It was none other than Princess Cosmos. Then the sun slowly rose, and a beam of white light fell in front of them as Princess Cosmos made her grand entrance. Except for Ziyue and Fengyu, the other ponies all bowed their heads. In fact, when Fengyu saw them bow, he also wanted to, but his body seemed not to obey him, and there was a voice in his subconscious telling him not to do so. However, Princess Cosmos did not mind. It turned out to be Princess Cosmos. Ziyue rushed forward. Hello, Ziyue, my most loyal student, I know you can do it. But you told me before that this was just a legend. You can only use magic when you are truly moved by friendship. But it seems you have found a very good friend before that, and I am proud of you. Of course, Princess Cosmos was talking about Fengyu. Princess Luna, I haven't seen you like this in 1,000 years. Please quickly forget our unpleasantness and let us be sisters in the same country. Sisters. A chorus of exclamations arose. But Ziyue wasn't too surprised since she had just heard Fengyu mention it. Are you willing to accept my friendship? I'm sorry, sister. I miss you so much. At this moment, Princess Luna threw herself into Princess Cosmos's arms, and at that moment, she could finally embrace her sister. I miss you so much too. Princess Cosmos also shed tears as she tightly held Princess Luna. Do you know what this means? Big party. Beaky first cried loudly, and then suddenly changed the subject. Why are you so down, Ziyue? It's too short. I just discovered how wonderful it is to have friends, but I have to leave right away, Ziyue said, lowering her head a bit sadly. Huilong, please record this. I, Princess Cosmos, hereby decree that Unicorn Ziyue is appointed to complete a new mission for Ponyville. I hope she continues to study friendship magic, report her learning experiences in a timely manner, and reside in Ponyville from now on. Congratulations, Ziyue. 5 stepped forward to congratulate Ziyue. Thank you so much, Princess Cosmos. I will definitely work harder than before. And Fengyu, your talent in magic and your understanding of friendship is quite remarkable, and previously Ziyue praised you in her letter. You performed excellently in the battle against Nightmare Moon. Would you like to be my other student? I would. I, Princess Cosmos, announced that from now on, Unicorn Fengyu will be my other student besides Ziyue. Upon hearing this, Fengyu couldn't contain his excitement and activated many formations in the area around him. There were formations in the sky, on the ground, and even on trees and stones. Fengyu dashed back and forth among these formations, jumping in and out to express his joy. Thank you, Princess Cosmos, Ziyue, from now on. We will be siblings. The ponies cheered. Fengyu suddenly seemed to remember something and hurried over to Princess Luna, seemingly wanting to say something to her. Princess Luna. Fengyu walked over to greet her. Your name is Fengyu, right? Congratulations on becoming my sister's student. Did you come to find me for something? I actually want to tell you that you have always been a good princess. Back then, it was because everyone misunderstood you that you became Nightmare Moon. And even if you became Nightmare Moon, you would never harm a pony. So, where is the Nightmare Moon in the world? There is only Princess Luna, who lacks her sister's understanding and care. After speaking, Fengyu squinted his eyes and tilted his head with a smile. This smile was like the moonlight in Princess Luna's eyes because, after 1,000 years, a pony finally understood her grievances. Fengyu saw that Princess Luna's eyes were already moist. She was so moved that she directly hugged Fengyu, repeatedly saying thank you. Really, thank you. 6, who was watching this scene, was shocked. Princess Cosmos, on the other hand, silently thanked Fengyu in her heart because he spoke out his true feelings during the confrontation with Nightmare Moon, and his sister's heart, knot was also untied by him. She, as the elder sister, was happier than any pony. Sister, the power that Fengyu unleashed when confronting Nightmare Moon felt very familiar. It's still there. Do you feel it? When he asked me about his cute mark, I felt it too. It seems he awakened something at that moment. Chapter 15. I'm crazy for tickets. The morning was sunny, and Ziyue and Applejack were transporting apples in sweet apple acres, while Huilong was sitting on Ziyue's back picking apples. Thank you for helping me, Ziyue. I made a bet with Macintosh that I would deliver the apples to the barn before lunch. If I win, he has to wear an old lady's dress and walk around town. Applejack had a mischievous smile. You're welcome, Applejack. Good thing you said before lunch. Otherwise, I would have starved. Of course, Ziyue's back was still being used by Huilong to pick apples, and an apple even hit Ziyue on the head. Oh, come on. Huilong, you've just been lying on my back doing nothing, Ziyue said discontentedly. By the way, Ziyue, I thought Fengyu would come with you since you both live together. Why didn't he come with you? Oh, about that. He said he was going to help Beaky at the candy shop, so he is not coming this time. Ziyue explained. I see. Ever since Fengyu came to Ponyville, he has basically been helping everyone every day. He always comes to help me kick apples. I keep telling him it's not necessary, but he always uses the excuse of exercising to help. I feel embarrassed by him. Just as Ziyue was saying this, her stomach growled. Huilong picked out a large, beautifully colored apple. Wow, Huilong, that looks great. Then he ate it. I'll show you, Ziyue called out to him, looking at him discontentedly. At this moment, Huilong suddenly seemed to be about to spit something out, and it turned out to be a letter written by Princess Cosmos. It's a letter from Princess Cosmos, Ziyue realized. By the grace of the heavens, to the esteemed Ponyville. Princess Cosmos decrees. I am pleased to announce that the Galloping Gala will be held in the capital, Canterlot, on a date to be determined. You are hereby invited. Fengyu and Ziyue, each to bring a guest to attend the gala. Huilong cleared his throat and finished reading the letter. Wow, the Galloping Gala. The two of them were also extremely excited upon hearing this news, jumping up and down. Huilong felt a bit nauseous seeing this. But suddenly he spat out a puff of smoke, revealing 4 tickets. Look, 4 tickets. Wow, that's great. I've never been before. What about you, Huilong? Ziyue asked. No, I'm not planning to go at all. I don't care about this flashy gala. Huilong waved his hand, showing no interest in the matter. Oh, come on. Huilong, this is still quite nice. Nice. This is way better than nice. Then Applejack started fantasizing about how many apples she could sell at the banquet and how much money she could make, resembling a college student who hadn't entered society yet. Oh, since that's the case. Do you want to? Ziyue hadn't finished speaking when Yunbao suddenly descended from the sky, knocking them down. Cough, cough, knocking them down. Ziyue, were you just talking about the galloping gala? Yunbao excitedly asked. I said, Yunbao, you told me you were too busy to come pick apples. What exactly are you busy with? Eavesdropping? No, I was busy sleeping, Yunbao said with a righteous tone. Just now, I accidentally heard that you have extra tickets, right? Yes. But Ziyue hadn't finished speaking when Yunbao interrupted her. Then there was Rainbow Dash's fantasy. She could leave a deep impression on the Lightning Pegasus team at the banquet, and thus she took another step closer to her dream. Do you understand, Ziyue? This is a great opportunity for me to show my skills. You have to take me. Rainbow Dash said excitedly. Although I do have extra tickets, I can only decide who to give one ticket to. The other 2 tickets belong to Fengyu. You should ask him. All right, no problem. Fengyu and I are the best of friends. He often helps me practice some super difficult flying techniques with his teleportation spells. He will definitely agree to the ticket thing. Let us go find him now. At this moment, Ziyue's stomach growled, and she said apologetically, we should also grab some lunch. So the 3 little ponies, plus a dragon, headed to the street to find Fengyu at the candy house. Applejack and Rainbow Dash were still imagining the scene of the galloping gala in their minds. But just then, Pinkie Pie flew out and accidentally knocked Ziyue aside. And the ticket landed right on her face. Bat, you flew into my face. Wait, this is 4 tickets to the galloping gala. As a result, before the ticket was even decided, she started fantasizing as well. After her fantasy was over, she thanked Ziyue, saying it was the best gift in the world. Suelong quickly picked up the ticket. Pinkie, how did you fly out in the time it took me to squint my eyes? Oh, it's you, Ziyue. Did you finish picking apples? Fengyu greeted Ziyue as he saw her, while Suelong kept the ticket safe. Wait, I can't be seeing this wrong. Jinchi said in surprise from the side. Yes. Ziyue is taking me to the galloping gala. Pinkie exclaimed excitedly. The gala? I design my outfits every year to attend the gala, but I've never had the chance to go. The popularity, the atmosphere, the level, it's perfect for me. I will meet him there. Who? Pinkie asked in confusion. He. Jinchi began to fantasize about attracting all the ponies' attention at the gala, eventually being noticed by someone claiming to be the nephew of the cosmic princess, and they fall madly in love and walk into the halls of marriage. Fengyu was speechless after hearing this. Did Jinchi read my novel? I remember I picked a few books in the Earth Library while working as a mover, and I wrote one called The Overbearing Prince Loves Me. This shouldn't be my problem, Fengyu thought. Ziyue, I can't believe you would rather invite Pinkie to the gala and not give me a chance to meet my true love. You jerk, Jinchi complained. Just then, a rabbit snatched the ticket from Suelong's hand. It was Angel. He directly handed the ticket to Rarity. Oh, Angel, that's amazing. Rarity was very happy to see the ticket. Oh, I'm sorry. I can only decide who to give one of these 4 tickets to. The other 2 belong to Fengyu. And I haven't decided who to give my ticket to yet. Not decided. Sorry, Ziyue. Can I ask, can you take me with you? If not, Fengyu, can you? You want to go to the gala too? Jinchi looked at Rarity. No, Angel kicked her. Oh, I meant yes, or maybe a little bit. Rarity began her fantasy, imagining herself surrounded by beautiful flowers and making friends with animals in the royal private garden. Really, Rarity? That sounds great. Ziyue agreed. Wait for me. The ones questioning were Applejack and Rainbow Dash, who finally arrived. Fengyu could clearly see they were also here to fight for the tickets. Applejack, Rainbow Dash. Why did you take so long? That's not important. I don't want to just watch my ticket be given away by you, Mr. Nice Guy, Rainbow Dash said firmly. Please, wait a moment. I want to state that one of those tickets is mine. Applejack was not willing to back down either. That ticket is clearly mine. It's mine. Mine. Fengyu couldn't take it anymore. If they kept arguing, he might end up like in the original story, being sweet-talked into giving away the extra tickets. Everyone be quiet. Fengyu stomped his front hooves down, and suddenly an invisible wave knocked both Jinchi and Suelong away. At that moment, Fengyu's eyes slightly turned golden. Oh, I'm so sorry. I used too much strength just now. Fengyu, how did you do that? I felt like a powerful magic force knocked me away, Ziyue asked. That's not important. First, I want to ask you, do you all really want to go? Yes. Of course, why wouldn't we? Oh, Suelong, write a letter. Upon hearing this, Suelong immediately pulled out a pen and paper from behind. Dear Princess, Cosmic Princess. Today my sister Ziyue and I learned to share happiness with our friends, but it seems we have too little happiness to share with them. Because of this, Ziyue and I are in quite a dilemma, so I hope you can send 4 more tickets in addition to these 4. Your forever loyal student, Fengyu. Upon hearing this, everyone cheered. Fengyu, Asking the cosmic princess like this might not be good. Won't it be too much pressure on her? No, Ziyue. I believe the teacher will definitely send for more tickets. If the cosmic princess runs out of tickets, I'll tear these 4 up too. After all, if we're going, we should all go together. Even if one friend can't go, I won't go either. Before long, Suilong produced a letter, and everyone curiously gathered around. Suilong slowly read out loud, "My dear student Fenyu, thank you for telling me about this matter in a timely manner. With such a clever pony like you helping Ziyue, I can rest assured. For more tickets to the Galloping Gala." Upon seeing this, everyone cheered. Fenyu distributed the tickets one by one, including one for Suilong. Although Suilong was very happy, he still pretended to be proud and said he didn't want to go. "Fenyu, thank you. If it weren't for you, I might have been stressed out over these tickets today. Thankfully, you helped me solve it." The princess was right. "It really is reassuring to have you around," Ziyue said happily. "Oh, girls, come here for a hug." Pinky started the cheer, and everyone surrounded Fenyu for a hug, causing his cheeks to turn tomato red. "Oh, girls, look, Fenyu is so cute when he is shy. Huh. Shut up, get away." Everyone loosened their hooves. And at that moment, Ziyue's stomach growled, so they went to have lunch. Chapter 16. Apple Picking Season, Stubborn Applejack. Wow, my work is not easy. I've never seen so many apples waiting for me to pick. Applejack exclaimed upon seeing the huge amount of apples she had to collect. "Oh yeah, with so many. How can you manage it all by yourself?" Macintosh agreed. However, Applejack didn't feel any pressure about it. She thought it was as simple as drinking water and confidently said, "Come on, brother, you should just sit back and relax. There's no apple orchard I can't handle." After saying that, she gave Macintosh a pat, but accidentally hid his injury, and she weakly said, "I'm sorry. I can get more than half of it done today," she continued. Macintosh, chewing on a straw, looked at his sister with concern. "Seeing you so overly confident makes me even more worried. Are you saying I'm bragging and can't do it?" "Yes," Macintosh said expressionlessly. "You're really making me mad. Don't forget I'm Applejack, the most loyal friend and the most trustworthy pony," Applejack declared, bumping her head against Macintosh's. "But you're just one pony. Handling hundreds of apple trees is really too much." Before Macintosh could finish, Applejack interrupted. "Don't try to play any math games to change the subject. I'll prove to you that I can handle this." A wild stampede. Rainbow Dash saw a large herd of cows running towards Ponyville and quickly notified the ponies. When the ponies saw the herd charging, they hurried to close the doors and windows. Listening to my voice sounds so silly. Pinkie Pie even started playing with the earthquake caused by the stampede. "Pinkie, are you crazy? Run!" Twilight shouted urgently. The ponies calmed down, trying not to panic. The mayor also began to reassure the citizens. "But mayor, what should we do now?" Rarity asked anxiously. "Look!" Rainbow Dash exclaimed. The ponies turned to see Applejack using her impressive cowgirl skills to round up the herd, then changing the direction of the lead cow, causing the others to follow. In this way, Applejack prevented a disaster from occurring in Ponyville. Afterward, Applejack approached to ask, "So that's what happened, but can you please try to avoid Ponyville next time?" She advised. "We will, Applejack," they replied. "Yeehaw, cowgirl Applejack." Pinkie cheered excitedly. The mayor originally wanted to praise Applejack, but unfortunately, he couldn't think of the right words at the moment. "That was amazing." Pinkie quickly added, "You're right. How should we thank Applejack for single-handedly saving everyone?" "I know, let's throw a party," Pinkie suggested. That's very Pinkie." So a week later, everyone began to prepare a party to thank Applejack, but it was more like a press conference where they would say a few words of gratitude. Before long, the stage was set, and Twilight used magic to organize the speech before starting her address. "Welcome, every pony. Today we are here to honor a pony who is always willing to help, no matter the size of the task. Did you see how fast Applejack ran? Her skills are incredible. This week, she is also going to help me practice a new flying trick. I know it will be great. This is just awesome." Rainbow Dash interrupted Twilight's speech. "You said it well," and Pinkie also began to interrupt. "You know, this week, I'm going to manage the candy house for the first time," Pinkie said excitedly. "But what does that have to do with Applejack?" Twilight asked, confused. "Oh, Applejack is the best pastry chef. She will come to help me. Everything she makes is delicious, and everyone can come to the candy house to taste it for free." Upon hearing this, the ponies cheered with excitement at the prospect of free treats. "Oh, come on. Can you let me finish first?" Twilight said, frustrated. Then Fluttershy timidly peeked out, disrupting. Twilight finished her last sentence and handed the stage to Fluttershy. "I just want to say a little bit. Applejack is also going to help me with the bunny census this week, counting how many baby bunnies were born this year. She will use her cowgirl skills to help me round them up," Fluttershy said before stepping down. "Is there anyone else?" "Anyone?" Twilight asked around. "Since you all are so excited, I want to say a few words too," Maple Leaf jumped up to add. Twilight, standing nearby, looked furious, wishing she could tear Maple Leaf apart. Well, since I'm allowed to say a few words, I'll say a few. I thought about it and decided on these few words, which I believe are better than those. So today, I will say these few words first, and if everyone thinks these few words are not comprehensive enough, you can add a few more in the future. That's all I have to say. Oh, if there are no other ponies wanting to speak, I'll continue. Twilight was about to continue when the mayor stepped back onto the stage, causing Twilight to give up and walk off. All right, let's get to the point. I am honored to present the Ponyville Outstanding Pony Award to the recipient, the most trustworthy, reliable, and kindest pony, Ponyville's most dependable friend, Applejack. As the mayor finished, he pulled back a curtain, but Applejack did not appear as expected. The ponies in the audience cheered for a while before realizing there was no pony. Where is she? Spike asked weakly, balancing a pillow on his head. I'm here. At that moment, Applejack appeared, carrying 2 large baskets of apples through the crowd, dropping quite a few along the way. Maple Leaf kindly used magic to help carry the 2 baskets for her. Oh, thank you, Maple Leaf. But you really didn't have to do that. Miss Mayor, I really appreciate everyone giving me this Outstanding Pony Award. It's such a shiny trophy. Applejack said, arriving at the trophy and looking at her reflection in the smooth surface, finding it amusing, and made a silly face at the trophy. While Pinky came over to join in the fun. All right, Applejack, thank you for stopping that terrible stampede. You're always a helpful pony. Yawn. Yes, I just love helping everyone. Yawn, Applejack said, looking very tired. Don't you think Applejack seems a bit off? Tired? Dizzy? Dirty? Have you seen her mane? I think she looks fine. Hey. Chapter 17, Stubborn Applejack, Maple Leaf and Twilight's Helplessness. Twilight noticed that Applejack was acting a bit strange, so she went to the Sweet Apple Acres to check on her. Upon arriving, she saw Applejack behaving very oddly and called out to her. Applejack, Applejack, Applejack. When Applejack ignored her, Twilight used teleportation magic to appear right in front of her. Applejack, Twilight shouted. Hi there, Twilight, Applejack replied, looking exhausted. What are you doing? Why are you the only pony picking apples? Because Macintosh is hurt. Isn't Maple Leaf helping you? I remember he always comes to help you, Twilight asked. When Maple Leaf and I first came to Ponyville, I met your relatives. Can't they help? They came to join the Apple family reunion, and they live elsewhere. Busy picking their own apples, so it's just me now. After that, Applejack wanted to get back to picking apples, asking Twilight not to disturb her anymore. Twilight had to relent, but seeing Applejack's poor condition, she worried that one pony couldn't finish all the work. Applejack stubbornly replied that she wanted to bet with Twilight, and then angrily went back to picking apples, leaving Twilight feeling helpless. Maple Leaf was on the rooftop of the Golden Oak Library, closing his eyes in the Earth Library to study magic. Twilight noticed Maple Leaf was meditating, so she didn't ask too many questions. However, she was puzzled when he started writing in his notebook a few minutes later. If I said my brain is like a library full of information, and I read quickly so I can write so much, would you believe me? Haha. Okay, your brain really is as complete as a library. I believe there is no pony in the world besides Y-Star who has as much knowledge in their head as a library. Oh, it's nothing. Just take it as a joke. While they were chatting, something suddenly flew over and crashed into the railing. Upon closer inspection, it was Rainbow Dash. Twilight looked up and asked, "Do you need help?" "I think one pony needs more help," Rainbow Dash said with a hint of helplessness. "Applejack," Twilight said. "Right." Rainbow Dash nodded. Hearing this, Twilight felt it was necessary to have a serious talk with Applejack, and Maple Leaf also wanted to go and give her some advice. Maple Feather directly activated the teleportation array and arrived at Sweet Apple Orchard. Having a teleportation array is great. You can reach places quickly. Next to her, Zua was enviously watching, thinking that if Maple Feather hadn't been unable to teach her, she would have wanted to learn it long ago. When they arrived at Sweet Apple Orchard, they saw Applejack kicking an apple crate. She must be exhausted and confused, so Zua approached to ask, "Applejack, can we talk for a moment? Can we have a chat? Can I take a look? Is it okay to take a look?" Due to her exhaustion, Applejack was hearing things, and Maple Feather felt helpless. "No, can we talk? Can I scratch your head or your back?" "No, I want to talk to you." Zua shouted angrily. "Oh, why didn't you say so earlier? What do you want to talk about?" Applejack finally heard her. "Rainbow Dash came to our house this morning." "Oh, she really is quite the warm-hearted pony. That's because you launched her into the air, and she crashed onto the balcony." Maple Feather finally managed to join the conversation. "Oh, is that so? I wasn't quite myself this morning. Because your job is too tiring, you need help." "What, vinegar?" "I don't want vinegar. I don't like sour things at all." Applejack was hearing things again. "Help. You need help." Zus shouted again. "I don't need help. I will prove to you and all the ponies that I can handle it myself." But as she turned around, she bumped into a branch. Ouch, okay, sorry. I have to go help Pinky now. Ziyue could only sigh helplessly, while Maple Feather thought about the upcoming events. Applejack had made a lot of free worm cakes that ended up making all the ponies sick. Maple Feather didn't intend to stop her. He had never thought about disrupting the original storyline since coming to this world. He could just help Applejack clean up the mess later. Oh, let us go, Ziyue. When she causes some trouble, she will learn a deep lesson. I feel like something will go wrong if we just leave her like this. Is that really okay? Ziyue expressed her doubts. It doesn't matter. I will step in. We just need to help her in the end. She must learn a lesson. But before she could finish, Maple Feather covered her mouth with his hoof and said, Don't worry. I'm confident. You just need to watch and be obedient, okay? He then tilted his head and smiled at Ziyue, who felt a bit shy upon seeing this. In the candy block house. The cake couple handed over the candy block house to Pinkie Pie while they went out. Next was the time for Pinky and Applejack to make worm cakes. After Applejack added potato chips, soda, lemon juice, and the last ingredient, the worms, the cake was halfway done. This will definitely taste amazing, Pinkie Pie said happily. When Applejack saw the chemical reaction of the mixed ingredients, her body shivered. You say so, huh? After they finished, many ponies came to taste the cupcakes, eagerly anticipating how delicious Applejack's cupcakes would be. Come on, small muffins, free tasting. They look so delicious. They look so tasty. It smells so good. Applejack's must be really delicious. Many ponies exclaimed in admiration. Yes, free delicious muffins. Everyone, come eat. We rushed over as soon as we heard. Ziyue and Maple Feather said to the nurse at the hospital door. Thank you. Maple Feather and Ziyue, we need your help. They looked and saw many ponies in worse condition than death, some lying on the ground and others on beds, moaning in pain. There was a slight problem with the pastries from the bakery, the nurse explained. No, I'm not eating pastries anymore, I want tea. Pinkie Pie said as she vomited into a bucket. Maple Feather looked at the mess Applejack had caused and said, Hee hee, Applejack is quite cute. She actually made so many ponies end up in the hospital at the same time. Ziyue, who was already angry at Applejack, found an outlet for her frustration upon hearing Maple Feather's words. What? Oh, Maple Feather. If it weren't for you wanting to teach Applejack a lesson and letting her run wild instead of advising her, this wouldn't have happened. Ziyue angrily spoke to Maple Feather. Don't worry, I can control the outcome, Maple Feather said, and a golden light shone from his horn. A healing magic enveloped the room, and in the blink of an eye, all the ponies regained their health. Their previously green faces returned to their normal appearances. Oh, we're better now. Oh my gosh, the doctor said I needed to rest for several days, and now I'm all better. That smile is proof of health, Maple Feather said. The ponies were happy to be feeling better, and they immediately thanked Maple Feather. Ziyue exclaimed from the side, Maple Feather, that was healing magic. That magic is really difficult, and you healed all these ponies at once. Your magic power is too strong. Huh, is it difficult? To me, it's as easy as drinking water, Maple Feather thought, wondering if he would get hit for saying that. Delicious, I want one. Chapter 18, The Apple Kicking Season Ends. Applejack repents Ziyue arrived at Sweet Apple Orchard. Although Maple Feather said not to worry about her for now, Ziyue planned to try convincing Applejack again, so she came alone. Upon arriving, Ziyue saw Applejack trying to shake apples off a tree, but she ended up falling herself. Applejack, we need to talk. What? Oh, it's you, Ziyue. Applejack yawned and continued. I know what you want to say, but I still can't accept it. I don't want to disrupt your plans, but you need help. Really, I don't need it. Applejack had been trying to shake apples down and was in a precarious position, struggling to get down. Come on, let me help you. Ziyue offered. Help? No thanks. Again. Oh, finally. After much struggling, Applejack finally got down. I want to prove that I can handle these apples by myself. Come on, apples, fall down. Strangely, no apples fell from the tree. I think this is actually a dead tree. Both ponies looked up to see not a single apple. I know. Also, Applejack, I just want to tell you one more thing. I just came from the Pony Emergency Center. All right, I'm too busy now. I don't have time to listen, Applejack interrupted Ziyue. But you can let me help. Upon hearing this, Applejack exploded. No, that's enough. How many times do I have to say it? I absolutely don't need any pony's help. After saying this, Applejack angrily walked away. Oh, this stubborn one is as stubborn as a mule. Oh, sorry. Ziyue apologized to a nearby mule. It's okay. Big Stampede. Rainbow Dash shouted loudly again. This time, it wasn't a herd of cows but a group of rabbits. However, the ponies still closed the doors and windows just like last time. At this moment, Maple Feather happened to be out for a walk and thought to himself that this must be Applejack's doing. She was helping the bunnies. And Fluttershy told Applejack to be gentle, but she treated the rabbits like cows, causing the rabbit herd to rush into Ponyville. It doesn't matter, I will step in. Go, Palo. After saying that, Maple Feather had Palo lead the way with a carrot in her claws, and the rabbit herd immediately followed her upon seeing the carrot. Maple Feather then conjured a large wooden frame filled with carrots in front of them. Now everything is ready, just waiting for the rabbit herd. Palo, lead them this way. Fonyu directly opened a huge teleportation array in front, and the big wooden frame above also opened. Fonyu asked Palo to bring the rabbit group inside. Palo first entered the array, and all the rabbits followed him in. Then, the flying Palo flew away without falling in, while the rabbit group all fell into the big wooden frame filled with carrots. All right, everyone, come out. The big chase is over. Fonyu tried to calm everyone down. Oh, yay. All the little ponies came out to check and found that the rabbit group's big chase had been resolved by Fonyu, and they all cheered. At this moment, Ruru walked over. Fonyu, thank you for helping me gather the little rabbits. They look so happy eating. Ruru expressed her gratitude. No need to thank me, Ruru. I said I'd help, Fonyu replied. While they were talking, Ziyue also walked over. Oh, I don't really know what happened. Let Ruru explain, she said. So Ruru called Applejack to help her survey the rabbits, but as a result, she herded the rabbits like cattle, which scared them and led to the big chase. Once Ziyue heard this, she couldn't hold back any longer. All right, I've really had enough. Well, the timing is about right. Let us go persuade Applejack, Fonyu agreed. Fonyu, you finally want to go persuade Applejack. I thought you would keep helping her clean up the mess and let it go, Ziyue said. This time is different. Now all the conditions are in place. We have the timing, the location, and the people. This time, the persuasion will definitely succeed. Just watch, Fonyu said mysteriously. What do you mean by timing, location, and people? What are you talking about? Ziyue was speechless. It's fine, let's go. They arrived at Sweet Apple Acres, where Applejack was kicking the apple trees. Upon closer inspection, she had her eyes closed while kicking the trees and was tiredly saying that just a few more kicks and all the apples would be harvested. All right, Applejack. Your stubbornness has not only harmed yourself, but also caused Rainbow Dash to crash and many little ponies to suffer food poisoning, scaring the newborn baby rabbits. It's time to stop. You should have learned what you needed. Don't be so stubborn anymore, Fonyu said to Applejack. Yes, that's right, Applejack, you need help, Ziyue added in an undeniable tone. Help? No way. Look, I succeeded. I finished harvesting all the apples in Sweet Apple Acres without your help, Applejack said, looking around to see that indeed, all the apples were gone from the trees. What about those apples? Applejack asked, as if she were a good child seeking praise after doing a good deed. What about those apples? Mado sarcastically pointed out that there were still many apples left on another apple tree. How come there are still so many apples left? Applejack's eyes rolled, and then she fainted on the ground. After a while, Fonyu and Ziyue kept calling for Applejack, and she slowly opened her eyes, feeling her brain was in a fog while listening to their voices. Applejack, Applejack, oh good, you're awake, Ziyue said, and Fonyu immediately continued, Applejack, I want you to understand one thing from today's experience. The power of one pony is indeed limited. You shouldn't let your stubbornness make your friends worry about you. Nor should you cause them trouble because of you. Now you need help, do you understand? After hearing Fonyu's words and looking at the large area of unharvested apples, Applejack closed her eyes and thought carefully. Perhaps she really should set aside that little bit of pathetic pride and seek help from her friends. I understand, Fonyu. Please. I really need your help now. It's impossible for me to harvest all the apples by myself. Ziyue looked at this scene in disbelief. After she had tried so many times, Fonyu succeeded in just a few words. Ziyue looked at Fonyu and asked, Fonyu, why was I unsuccessful after so many attempts? But you came and succeeded so quickly. That's because you didn't grasp the method at all. When you were trying to persuade Applejack, she just treated your words as air. You need to let Applejack experience something before she realizes that stubbornness is not a way to solve problems. Enough talk. Let us go call Pinky and the others to help. Dear Princess of the Universe, my friend Applejack is the best friend in the world. She is always willing to help other ponies, but she has a flaw. When she needs help, she refuses to ask for it. Friendship is not just about giving to your friends. It's also about accepting their help. Everyone, come over and take a break. Have some apple juice. Thank you all for coming to help me. I was a bit stubborn before. A bit? Ziyue questioned. All right, too stubborn, Applejack admitted. I'm really sorry. I know Ponyville gave me the Outstanding Pony Award, but the real reward is having all 6 of you as my friends. And thank you, Fonyu, for cleaning up the mess for me. Otherwise, I might feel guilty for a long time. Oh, no need to thank me. Just know that everything was within my calculations. No arguments, Fonyu replied. Oh, fine, just keep bragging, Ziyue teased. I'm so hungry from all this apple harvesting. Rainbow Dash exclaimed. I prepared some delicious pastries. Suelong took out some leftover cake, and when Pinky saw it, She recognized it as the worm cake. Hey, Swaylong, those are the ones I threw away. Where did you get them? Pinky said with a disgusted expression. From the trash can. Upon hearing this, everyone immediately distanced themselves from Swaylong. But Swaylong didn't mind and offered it to everyone, joking that they didn't want to end up in the hospital. Chapter 19. Ignoring ponies, the hoof battle action was overloaded, and Rainbow Dash flew higher and higher like an action star. Then she dove down, swoosh, just before hitting the ground. She pulled up again. Oh. Pinky kept excitedly talking about Rainbow Dash's achievements in front of Ziyue, who remained calm while reading. All right, Pinky, I finally borrowed Feng Yu's notes. I'm reading my favorite potion section, so can you be quiet? Ziyue said while reading. But Rainbow Dash is really amazing, Pinky exclaimed, spinning around. Oh. As she spoke, Pinky suddenly lay down with an O, but upon looking up at the sky, she saw Rainbow Dash and followed her. Rainbow Dash, Pinky called, but Rainbow Dash ignored her. Oh, Pinky, here we go again. Rainbow Dash started to complain. Rainbow Dash, Pinky called out, hoping she would stop. Not now, Pinky. I need to get away quickly. But Rainbow Dash, Pinky wanted to keep up. I have something to take care of. But I said no. Ow. Rainbow Dash turned to talk to Pinky without looking ahead and ended up crashing into a mountain, sliding down the slope. I just wanted to tell you that, Pinky said, looking at the fallen Rainbow Dash, who sighed helplessly. Inside the Golden Oak Library, Feng Yu was sitting on the floor, entering the Earth Library, studying potions. Maybe I can borrow the potion ideas from Hogwarts to develop similar potions in Ponyville. After all, potions do exist here. Perhaps I can replicate the potions from that world here. What about invigorating potions, ultimate potions, invisibility potions, and elixir potions? It shouldn't be too difficult for them to appear in this world, and I can consider my knowledge of potions to be at a professor level. As long as I find materials with similar effects, coupled with my knowledge of potions, I'm confident I can brew the Hogwarts potions. Let us get started with the invisibility potion. After a series of events, Pinky and Rainbow Dash formed a prank team specifically for pranks. They first scared Swaylong, causing him to hiccup, and since dragons breathe fire when they hiccup, Swaylong ended up dropping a pile of letters and falling to the ground. As Swaylong picked up one letter, he hiccuped again and breathed fire, burning all the letters he had to Princess Celestia. After playing around for a while with Swaylong, the two went off to prank other ponies. They first used pollen from flowers to make Rarity sneeze, then used invisible ink to make the notes Twilight had worked on disappear mysteriously, and finally, they used paint to create washable graffiti on the apples in Sweet Apple Acres. Even when Firefly was making potions, he carefully dripped a drop of potion into a container, only to create a large cloud of smoke. As Pinky and Rainbow had swapped his potion with a prank concoction. However, the ponies were not angry because these pranks were harmless. On the contrary, they found them quite amusing. Are there any ponies over there? Who are we going to prank this time? Pinky asked Rainbow, who was looking through a telescope. Hee, Fluttershy. Rainbow said with a mischievous grin, and Pinky became very anxious upon hearing it. What? No. We can't prank Fluttershy. She's too sensitive. Even the most harmless prank will make her sad, Pinky explained to Rainbow. Yeah, you're right. We need to find a stronger victim. So who should we choose? Rainbow replied. As she looked through the telescope, her eyes turned completely black, and Pinky laughed until she realized she had been pranked when she looked at the lake's surface. Pinky thought she could prank with Rainbow every day, but when she went to find Rainbow the next day, she saw a creature with the head of an eagle and the body of a lion. Good morning, Pinky. Gilda, this is my good friend Pinky, Rainbow introduced her friend. Hey, nice to meet you, Pinky said, and her greeting was filled with calmness, even mixed with a bit of disdain. Pinky, this is my griffin friend. What I say griffin? Half lion, half eagle, Rainbow explained. Hey, you too. It's been a while. I caught up with you, Pinky said as she jumped on a trampoline and bounced onto the cloud where Rainbow and Gilda were. Pinky, your method is really good, Rainbow said, smiling at her. But Gilda, on the other hand, was not pleased. Hey, Rainbow, let's race to see who gets to that cloud over there first. Race. You're on. Rainbow was excited and flew at top speed to another cloud, while Pinky had tied many balloons to herself and flew along with them. Gilda used the race to distract Rainbow and confronted Pinky. I think the altitude will make you short of breath, Gilda said, using her claws to pop a few of Pinky's balloons, causing her to sink. Wait, Gilda. Pinky tried to stop her, but it was too late. Pinky, unwilling to give up, hopped back on her flying device, but this time Gilda couldn't hold back any longer. She pushed Rainbow away and directly expressed her thoughts to Pinky. Don't you know when to just disappear, you idiot? Rainbow doesn't need to be around a fool like you, especially when I'm here. Just disappear from my sight. Get lost. Pinky, is Gilda really that terrible? Pinky went to the Golden Oak Library to tell Twilight about the incident, and Twilight questioned her. Oh yes, she always wants to steal Rainbow away from me. She popped my balloons, told me to get lost. She's the worst griffin ever. Although I haven't seen other griffins. I'm sure Gilda is the most selfish and aggressive one. Do you know what I think? I think you're jealous, Twilight said. Jealous? Pinky was puzzled. Jealous to the point of turning green, and you, of course, are pink, Swaylon chimed in. Twilight still believed that Pinky was jealous and even urged her to change her attitude. Seeing that Twilight didn't understand her at all, Pinky had to leave the Golden Oak Library. Maybe Twilight is right. Maybe Gilda isn't an aggressive and selfish person. Maybe I'm the one who is jealous. Pinky walked down the street, sipping on a milkshake when she saw Gilda scaring Mrs. Smith by pretending to be a rattlesnake with her tail. Ah, a rattlesnake. Everyone run for your lives. Hide in the mountains. Mrs. Smith fled with her tortoise-like speed. Oh, poor Mrs. Smith. She got scared. How terrible. Oh no. I can't misinterpret her. I guess that's just a harmless prank, Pinky said angrily. But then she remembered Twilight's words and tried to convince herself. But the next second, Gilda used her tail to steal an apple from another pony's basket and stuffed it into her mouth. Pinky was instantly furious at this scene. No, I didn't misinterpret her. She's not just a selfish person. She's a thief. Pinky angrily slammed her hoof on the table. Hey Pinky, I need to talk to you. Try this invisibility potion I made. It will make you invisible for 30 minutes. Firefly suddenly appeared to chat with Pinky. Thinking she would be interested in this, Firefly suddenly remembered that the plot had reached this point. Now Pinky was monitoring Gilda, who was Rainbow's friend. When Fluttershy came over with some ducklings. Okay, little ones, this way, don't worry, Mama Duck, be careful, be careful. Fluttershy was guiding the ducklings while looking after them, so she was walking backward, but she accidentally bumped into Gilda. Oh, I'm so sorry. Fluttershy quickly apologized to Gilda, but Gilda was not having it. Hey, you bumped into me, damn it. Gilda said to Fluttershy. Why yes, I'm sorry, I didn't see, I'm sorry. Fluttershy took a step back, very scared. Why didn't you watch where you were going, you idiot? Gilda mocked Fluttershy with a sarcastic tone. Hey, stop right there. Chapter 20. Pinky's Extreme Measures. Hey, stop right there. Firefly couldn't take it anymore and rushed over to stop Gilda. Oh, what is up? This idiot bumped into me, and I'm teaching her to watch where she's going. Do you have a problem with that? Gilda didn't take Firefly seriously. Seeing Gilda's attitude, Firefly couldn't hold back any longer. A golden light shone from his horn, his eyes turned golden, and the aura of the whole pony changed. With the magical necklace around his neck also reacting. If you dare to call Fluttershy an idiot again, I'll tie you to a tree and douse you with boiling water. I'll pluck all your feathers and turn you into a bald bird. With that, he stomped his right front hoof on the ground, creating a hole the size of a head in the floor due to his anger, and an invisible wave of energy radiated from the stomp. Gilda felt a rush of fear at this scene. She could sense that if she really angered Firefly, he might actually do it, and the aura he emanated was comparable to that of Nightmare Moon. Okay, I got it. I'll take my leave. Gilda didn't want to stay with Firefly for even a second, as if he could kill her at any moment. Wait, did I let you go? Here's the thing. As a punishment for bullying my friend, you'll help me test this invisibility potion. If you drink it, you'll be invisible for 30 minutes. But I don't know if it will work. Either way, you want to die. Just drink it as an apology. With that, Firefly took out the bottle of invisibility potion from the array and handed it to Gilda, who looked at the potion, unsure if drinking it would cause any problems. But seeing Firefly's attitude, she knew that if she didn't drink it, she would definitely die. One is likely to die, while the other will definitely die. Choosing one, Gilda still drank the invisibility potion. Fortunately, the potion worked, and Gilda slowly became transparent until she disappeared. Fengyu, fearing that Gilda would run away after becoming invisible, set up a gravity formation on the ground to lock her in place. Gilda saw yellow patterns appear on her feet and wondered what they were. Suddenly, she was hit with 10 times the gravity, making it hard for her to breathe, as if the floor was tightly pulling her down. It seemed the effect was quite successful. You escaped a calamity, but I must tell you, the invisibility potion lasts for half an hour. If during this half hour you dare to use your invisibility to do something bad, I will punish you even more severely than before. Do you understand? Fengyu warned Gilda with a threatening tone. Oh, okay. I understand. Please let me go. I can't breathe. Gilda pleaded with a begging tone. Fengyu released the gravity formation, and Gilda felt the weight lift off her and hurriedly flew away. Fengyu, now unable to see her, didn't bother to care whether she left or not, and went to comfort Ro-Ro. Hey Ro-Ro, are you alright? Fengyu saw that Ro-Ro had almost curled up into a ball. Hearing Fengyu's voice, she slowly spoke. Fengyu. Oh, that griffin was really scary. The little ducklings were all scared away. Ro said with a voice almost in tears. It's okay, let us hurry and find Mama Duck and the little ducklings. Feng gently comforted her, and Ro nodded and agreed, and they quickly went to search for the lost ducklings. After seeing how Gilda treated Ro, Beaky suddenly realized. She is a meanie, a thief, a bully. She is a completely selfish griffin. I can tolerate it, but no one can treat Ro like that. No one. It seems I can only take extreme measures in Beaky's style. Welcome, welcome. Beaky warmly greeted every little pony that arrived. Who is Gilda? I've never heard of Applejack and Rarity chatting. You'll find out in a moment. You'll soon see what kind of griffin she is. Feng quickly tried to smooth things over. Beaky, do you think a welcome party for Gilda is a good idea? Ro, a bit worried about Gilda, started to speak but was interrupted by Beaky. You don't have to worry about old Gilda. Aunt Beaky will handle it well. Beaky patted Ro on the head, which made Ro quite unhappy. I'm still a year older than you. Hey, Gilda, I'm honored to host my signature Beaky party for you. I sincerely hope you feel at home here. After saying that, Beaky reached out her hoof to shake hands with her, and Gilda shook back, resulting in an electric shock that made her convulse. Oh Beaky, this is an old-fashioned hoof bell. What a fun idea. Gilda, who was initially very angry, pretended to speak kindly when she saw Rainbow Dash. Oh, yes, well done, Beaky, Gilda reluctantly said the insincere words. Come on, Gilda, let me introduce you to some friends. Rainbow Dash said. I'm coming, Rainbow Dash. After Gilda said that, she looked at Beaky. I know what you're up to. Good, I'm glad you know. Beaky said calmly. I know what you're planning. Just a little plan. This isn't a joyful party at all. Beaky said with a smile. What I mean is, I'll be keeping a close eye on you. And I will also be watching you closely. Beaky leaned in close to Gilda, her eyes occasionally popping out. Everyone, this is Gilda. She is a close friend of Rainbow Dash. Let us give her a round of applause and welcome her to Ponyville. The ponies in Ponyville were quite polite. They greeted her warmly, but Gilda didn't feel that way and even felt a bit annoyed. Although she still had to maintain a fake smile. Vanilla lemon candy, I wouldn't recommend it, Gilda said, and picked up a piece to taste, only to find it spicy and made her breathe fire. Beaky even brought out marshmallows to roast. Gilda went to find water to drink. But when she picked up a cup, all the water leaked out. Isn't it fun? The vanilla lemon candy has chili in it. And the drink is in a leaking cup. Beaky explained. Ha ha ha. So clever, Rainbow Dash echoed. Gilda hurriedly went to another cup to drink water, and, after drinking, angrily echoed a few words. Yeah, really interesting. Hey Gilda, look, a gift. Rainbow Dash called Gilda over to take a look. Gilda happily picked up a long cylindrical gift. But when she opened it, a spring snake popped out and hit her in the face. Spring snake. Huh. I had a pony use it to prank me last month. Applejack remarked. Haha, I bet I know who that was. The party continued as Beaky pushed out a large cake topped with candles. Everyone, let us eat cake. Can I blow out the candles? Swailong asked. How about we let Gilda blow out the candles since she is our honored guest? Zeus said, and Gilda rushed up. Fortunately, Feng used magic to lift Swailong up and place him on his back. Otherwise, Gilda would have knocked Swailong to the ground. Thanks, Feng Swailong thanked. You're right. After Gilda said that, she went to blow out the candles, but no matter how she blew, they wouldn't go out. She tried several times with no effect, causing the ponies to burst into laughter. Ha 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 ha. Can't blow out birthday candles? I love this trick, so classic. Swailong also commented, but Gilda could no longer tolerate it. I want to know who did this. Beaky said. Yeah, I want to know too, Gilda muttered coldly. After a little interlude, everyone suggested playing the tail dressing game. Rarity, upon hearing this, said, Hey, I love this game, can I go first? I want a purple tail. I'm the honored guest. The purple tail should belong to me. Gilda selfishly picked up the tail and walked forward. Yes, Gilda should go first, blindfold her. After Beaky said this, Swailong stepped forward to blindfold her. Hey, what is this for? Gilda asked in confusion, but in the next second, Beaky started spinning her around. You need to spin in place and then dress the ponies with tails. Now walk forward and attach the tail. Beaky instructed. Now walk forward and attach the tail, right. This must be another prank, I'm going this way. As a result, she walked in the opposite direction and stepped on the cake crumbs on the ground, slipping and directly pressing the tail against her mouth. Gilda, you put the tail in the wrong place. Beaky's words directly caused Gilda's pent-up anger to explode. Fine. This is your idea of a fun party. I've never seen so many clumsy idiots in my life. And you, Beaky, yes. You are the clumsy queen. You think such stupid party pranks can really make me lose my cool? Who are you calling a clumsy idiot? I didn't hear it clearly. Please say it again. Gilda looked over, and Feng said this calmly. Gilda hadn't forgotten him. He almost made her vomit breakfast with that formation, and now seeing Fengyu, she clearly lost her earlier anger and turned it into tension. Oh, fine. Anyway, Rainbow Dash and I are 10 times cooler than you all combined. Let us go? Rainbow Dash, we don't want to stay here. Hurry up, Rainbow Dash, let us leave. Gilda urged Rainbow Dash to hurry and leave, and Rainbow Dash, seeing Gilda's reaction, quickly explained. You know, Gilda, all these stupid pranks were set up by me. What? Gilda looked at this with disbelief. So I guess I am the clumsy queen. Come on, Rainbow Dash, you're kidding me. They are not specifically targeting you. It's just that you're unlucky and ran into all the traps. It's impossible. It's all Pinky. She designed this party to set me up. She's just trying to mess with me. Gilda still firmly believes it was Pinky. I organized this party to change your attitude. I thought a great party would make you happy. Enough, Gilda, stop causing trouble here. I didn't expect my old friend to view my new friend this way. If all you care about is looking cool, maybe you should go find some really cool new friends elsewhere. Rainbow Dash said seriously, and Gilda was furious upon hearing this. Really? Well, you are such a two-faced, cool 1 minute and dull the next. Come find me when you're not dull anymore. With that, Gilda walked away. Not cool at all. Rainbow Dash commented. Wow, turns out she can't take a joke. After Sui Long said this, the ponies all agreed. I'm sorry for bringing Gilda. I didn't know she would be so unreasonable. And Pinky, I'm sorry Gilda ruined the welcome party you threw for her. Pinky shrugged it off, saying she didn't like playing with those who couldn't take a joke. After that, they shook hooves, but both got shocked by the old-fashioned hoofshake doorbell. Pinky, I'm sorry. I blamed you for wronging Gilda. It seems I was the one misjudging you, Pony. Ziyue stepped forward to apologize to Pinky. It's okay, Ziyue. Even you can't be right all the time. Come on, ponies, our party isn't over yet. Pinky cheered happily, and the ponies joined in the cheer. Chapter 21. The Great and Powerful Trixie. Come on, Ziyue, you can do it. Okay, here I go. Ziyue's horn flickered with a faint glow, and the next second, Sui Long grew a mustache that parted down the middle. Hey, you did it. Growth magic number 25. There are now 25 different spells, and still increasing. I think this is the best so far. Sui Long muttered to himself in front of the mirror. Hello there, Twilight. What is that? Oh, it's nothing. Just my pretty little mustache. It seems Sui Long could charm Twilight just by showing up. Sorry, handsome, even though you look very dashing. That's just practice and can't be kept, Ziyue said, and the next second, the mustache disappeared from Sui Long's face. Hey, Fengyu, wake up and help me out. Oh, what is it, Sui Long? What do you need help with? Oh, it's nothing. I just want you to help me make a mustache on my mouth, so I can look more handsome. Sui Long joked. Oh, that's great. Twilight will definitely be charmed by my little mustache when she sees it. Sui Long said narcissistically. I think you look cuter without a mustache. After all, you're a cute little dragon and don't need one at all. After saying that, Fengyu, Ziyue, and Sui Long went out for a walk, and Sui Long kept talking about the 25 different spells still increasing, saying that unicorns must know some magic to be considered special. Yes, although ponies have talents in cooking, singing, or math, unicorns must have some special ability, just like you. Ziyue, Sui Long, stop it. I believe there are many ponies in Ponyville who can do as much magic as I can. Have you forgotten how powerful Fengyu's magic is? Well, except for Fengyu, no one in Ponyville can compare to you guys. Fengyu thought to himself. Is there a chance that Sui Long just reversed the comparison target with that last sentence? At that moment, two little unicorns came rushing in, shouting, Get out of the way, I'm coming through. Fengyu pulled Ziyue aside, and Sui Long got knocked out. As he was knocked, he didn't forget to ask Snips and Snails, Where are you guys going? Haven't you heard? A unicorn has come to Ponyville. Yes. They say her magical abilities surpass any unicorn in history. Really? Ziyue said with a hint of worry on her face. And Fengyu noticed and patted her shoulder with his hoof. No way. That honor belongs to Fengyu and Ziyue. They are the students of the Cosmic Princess. Where is this unicorn? Fengyu asked. She's south in the town square. Come on. Yes, let us go. Hearing this, Snips and Snails rushed over. And Fengyu opened a teleportation spell to take himself, Ziyue, and Sui Long directly there. Come on, everyone. Come see the amazing magic of the great and powerful Trixie. With a loud bang, Trixie made her grand entrance, wearing a purple cloak covered in stars and a wizard hat, leaving the ponies astonished. Watch out. The greatest Trixie is about to perform the most spectacular stunts ever. Let the ponies open their eyes. Oh my gosh, she really knows how to brag. Twilight said. Come on, there's no pony like Fengyu. Ziyue, Sui Long was about to continue, but then realized Twilight was next to him. Ahem, Twilight, the mustache. Sui Long shyly adjusted his mustache and finally ran away, embarrassed. There's nothing wrong with having special talents. Ziyue expressed her opinion. Of course, there's nothing wrong. Except for the ponies who intentionally show off, like a new classmate tying on a pretty ribbon. Applejack said discontentedly. Just because she can perform a lot of magic doesn't mean she's better than others. Twilight added in agreement. Especially when I, the most excellent pony, am here. Rainbow Dash didn't forget to boast. Applejack heard this and directly glared at her, and Rainbow Dash corrected herself, saying, yeah, it's nothing special. All right. It seems there are different opinions among ponies. Who is so foolish as to challenge the magical abilities of the great and powerful Trixie? Don't they know they are facing the most magical unicorn in Ponyland? She really thinks highly of herself. Twilight scoffed. Yes, because we all know that Ziyue or Fengyu are the best. Sui Long hadn't finished speaking when Ziyue interrupted him. Sui Long, what's wrong? Did you see their reaction to Trixie? I don't want any pony to think I'm showing off, and don't involve Fengyu. I don't want him to turn out like that too. What? Oh, Ziyue, Fengyu wouldn't be like you. He definitely can't stand Trixie's bragging. I'll go find him. After Sui Long said that, he went to find Fengyu. So, the great and powerful Trixie, what makes you think you're so amazing? Rainbow Dash showed a disdainful expression. Of course, it's because only the great and powerful Trixie can defeat a bear with her powerful magic. After saying that, Trixie began to recount her feats of defeating the bear. So impressive. Trixie, you really are the most powerful, most talented, and most amazing unicorn in Ponyville. No. She's the best in all of Ponyland. Snips and Snails were clearly captivated by Trixie's words, turning into her loyal little fans. How do you know? You didn't see it. Sui Long said unwillingly, and Ziyue directly created a zipper on his mouth. That is absolutely right. Trixie is definitely the best and most powerful in Ponyville. Trixie continued boasting. Don't you believe the great and powerful Trixie? The audience, including Twilight and others, showed expressions of what do you think? All right, I accept your challenge. Whatever you can do, I can do better. Is there any pony willing to come up? Is Trixie destined to become the greatest unicorn of all time? After that, the stage released many fireworks. Fengyu, Ziyue, she never wants to show off a bit. You go let her see your power. Sui Long begged Fengyu desperately. Oh, wait a bit more. Don't wait any longer. You have a whole book of spells. Just go up and use a couple to show her what's what. Sui Long said impatiently. Fengyu, you just remembered it now.